treatment plan for you. And it's all backed by the True Green Guarantee. Go to truegreen.com today to start your 3 easy steps and save 50% off your first application. It's time to trust your experts at True Green. Live life outside.
Kansas. Another Fork in the Road 50th anniversary tour, celebrating 50 years of Kansas. With all your favorites and deep cuts too. Friday, May 17th, Providence Performing Arts Center. On sale now at ppacri.org.
Hey, Doc, nice office. Quick question. If you had to choose, would you give yourself a root canal or run payroll?
Run payroll, no question.
Seriously? Have you run payroll before?
Paying my team with Gusto couldn't be easier. Gusto gives me unlimited payroll runs, next-day direct deposits, and automatically files my taxes. Saves me time.
Wow, that's nice.
Over here, Doc. Can I run payroll too?
Choose payroll without the pain. Visit gusto.com/streaming to learn more.
Hey guys, don't take my word that Blue Chew can get things going in the bedroom. Take hers. And hers. And hers.
Oh, yeah.
Go to BlueChew.com right now and meet online with a licensed medical provider. If you qualify, Blue Chew will give you a free month's supply of chewables with the same active ingredients as Viagra or Cialis for just $5 shipping. Visit BlueChew.com and use the promo code YES for this amazing deal. Got it? Get it. BlueChew.com, promo code YES.
If you started a degree program in the past but life got in the way, CCRI can get you back on track with a fresh start. CCRI's Fresh Start Scholarship allows eligible adult students to attend CCRI tuition-free for up to 1 year. Visit ccri.edu to learn more.
Ew, gotta get rid of this old Backstreet Boys t-shirt.
Tell me why.
Because it stinks, boys.
Tell me why.
I've washed it so many times, but the odor won't come out.
Tell me why.
No, you tell me why I can't get rid of this odor.
Have you tried Downy Rinse and Refresh? It doesn't just cover up odors. It helps remove them.
Wow, it worked, guys.
Yeah.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes more odor in 1 wash than the leading value detergent in 3 washes. Find it wherever you buy laundry products.
It's March, and that can mean only one thing. The madness is here. Not in front of a TV on game day? Listen to every round of NCAA March Madness live from Westwood One, free in the Odyssey app. Catch all the biggest moments of the tournament, no matter where you are. From Cinderella's,
a 15 seed will head to the Elite Eights,
to buzzer beaters.
Atkinson scores! 1.4 seconds left.
To champions.
For the 4th time!
Search for NCAA March Madness right here in the Odyssey app to get started.
Get the one and done you want for your dog's monthly protection. NexGard Plus, a Foxalon or Moxidectin and Pyrantel chewable tablets. Protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. All in one delicious, beef-flavored soft chew. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventive. Ask your vet about NexGard Plus Chews.
Baseball isn't boring.
Let's welcome in Red Sox pitcher Tanner Houck.
I think we're at pretty close to max what the human body can do. I don't know how much more we can really get out of the human body in terms of baseball pitching wise. But now I think you're gonna see, people throwing sliders at 20 horizontal at 88. MLB The Show type stuff.
Baseball isn't boring. Available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
This is the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Red Sox and A's from Oakland tonight, first of 3. And time now for the Red Sox lineup, which is brought to you by Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Jaron Duran, off to a slow start, will lead off and play left field, followed by Rafael Devers, who is back in the lineup tonight after missing Friday and Saturday's game. Did play yesterday and in there again tonight. Trevor Story, the shortstop, bats third, followed by Tristan Casas at first. Tyler O'Neill, already with a couple of home runs on the season, hits fifth. Masataka Yoshida is the DH. And Manuel Valdez, who had the big 3-run homer yesterday, bats seventh. Cedon Rafaela is in center field, batting eighth. And Reese McGuire is behind the plate, batting ninth for Tanner Houck, who makes his season debut for the Red Sox, trying to stay in line with the rest of the Red Sox starters who have all been either good to great in their first outings. Time now for the Subaru of New England scoreboard. Don't miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Some finals from earlier today. Braves shut out the White Sox 9-0. Austin Riley with a home run. Cubs beat the Rockies 5-0. Pirates are now 5-0 after they beat the Nationals 8-4, and the Orioles topped the Royals 6-4. Baltimore now 3-1 to begin the season. Games going on right now. Angels, thanks to 2 Mike Trout home runs, have a 6-4 lead on the Marlins in the 9th. Reds and Phillies are tied at 2 in the 10th inning. Rangers all over the Rays 9-3 as Tampa bats in the bottom of the 9th inning. Tigers and Mets are scoreless in the 9th from New York. Blue Jays trail the Astros 5-0 in the 6th. Houston looking for their first win of the year after they were swept in their first series by the Yankees. In addition to Red Sox and A's, a couple other late starts. The Guardians are at the Mariners. Yankees taking on the Diamondbacks. New York 4-0. Arizona 3-1. Padres and the Cardinals at 9:40. And then the latest game is the LA Dodgers at home against the San Francisco Giants. Former Red Sox starter James Paxton will be on the mound for the Dodgers. All right, that is going to do it for us as the Red Sox get set to take on the Oakland A's tonight. Tanner Houck versus Joe Boyle. And for our producer, Stiz, I'm Rich Keefe. You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Will and Lou have the call of Red Sox and A's coming up next on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Proudly brought to you by Mass Mutual. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
This is Matt Spiegel, and we are off and running with Season 2 of the PBP, Voices of Baseball. The very best play-by-play voices in the game talk about their craft. Hear guests like Joe Davis explain the thought process during baseball's biggest games.
You got to widen the lens. What does this home run mean?
Harper, the swing of his life! Incredible broadcasters sharing great stories from your favorite teams with new episodes weekly. Find us on the Odyssey app or wherever you find podcasts.
Gain presents a tale of longing and long-lasting scent. Dear love of my life, we were on the 12B bus when I caught a whiff. A scent so fresh, so life-changing, I had to find its source. I didn't know if you were the woman in the pink freshly washed cardigan or the retired mailman next to me, but I knew one of you was my soulmate. Ah, the scent of Gain Flings. Add Gain scent beads for an even longer-lasting scent.
AdExchanger's programmatic I.O. Las Vegas is taking place May 20th through the 22nd. Hear from industry innovators on the latest in commerce, media, CTV, privacy, and more. Go to adexchanger.online/LV for 20% off when you register today.
A car is never just a car. Kelley Blue Book knows it's so much more than that. It's your commuting chariot, your road trip refuge, your I just need a reason to get out of the house. Your car is there for everything. And for everything car, there's Kelley Blue Book. Need a new set of wheels? Price it on Kelley Blue Book. Problem under the hood? Fix it with Kelley Blue Book. Can another car do the job better? Trade it or sell it on Kelley Blue Book. We're here mile after mile, moment after moment. Price it, fix it, trade it, sell it. KBB.com it. Visit KelleyBlueBook.com to get the journey started.
Get the one and done you want for your dog's monthly protection. NexGard Plus, a Foxalon or moxidectin and pyrantel chewable tablets. Protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. All in one delicious, beef-flavored soft chew. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventive. Ask your vet about NexGard Plus Chews.
Need food for a meeting? Make sure it goes right from start to finish. Order on EasyCater.com, one simple, reliable platform. With over 100,000 restaurants from national chains to local favorites, it's easy to find food for any taste or dietary need. And EasyCater has your back, with 24/7 support to make sure everything goes right. Client lunches, team meetings, sales calls, company events, 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order online at EasyCater.com.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger. Learn more at tigerbalm.com.
Baseball isn't boring. Let's welcome in Red Sox pitcher Tanner Houck.
I think we're at pretty close to max what the human body can do. I don't know how much more we can really get out of the human body in terms of baseball pitching wise. But now I think you're gonna see, people throwing sliders at 20 horizontal at 88. MLB The Show type stuff.
Baseball isn't boring. Available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
This is.
And the Boston Red Sox are the world champions.
Red Sox baseball.
And it is good! And Boston strong!
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For the first time in 86 years.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Holy cow!
110 Grill, gluten-free dining done right. Arbella, here for baseball fans, here for good. Brought to you by AZEK Exteriors. Visit www.azekexteriors.com. Mike's Amazing, the official mayo and mustard of the Boston Red Sox.
And it's good!
Citgo. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Sponsored by DigSafe. Call 811 before you dig or visit digsafe.com. Drains by James. Eastern Massachusetts leader in drain cleaning and pipelining.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them.
Radio production of Boston Red Sox. Baseball today, the Red Sox, coming off a 4-game series split with the Seattle Mariners, play Game 1 of a 3-game series with the vagabond Oakland Athletics. Along with Lou Merloni, I'm Will Fleming, and it is a lovely night. It's a gathering of family and friends here at the Coliseum. There is so much in flux with these Athletics. Will they be here? Will they be in Las Vegas? When and where? And what is the long-term vision and plan for this franchise? A lot of that throughout this week-long series. But, Lou, first a quick look back. The Red Sox do come to Oakland with some real momentum. Their starting rotation was absolutely fabulous in that 4-game series. In some ways, they feel like maybe they missed an opportunity to win that series in Seattle. And it's a totally different animal here today. You can't focus as well without as many people in the ballpark. But as we saw here last year, these games are big league games. They count in the standings. The Red Sox have got to find a way.
Well, and that's the thing. You look up and down this lineup right now, maybe in this rotation, and you're thinking, all right, we should be able to come in and handle them. Number one, it's not like you're the Dodgers or the Braves and you expect to roll everybody. Number two, it's a big league team. You came in here last year with a very similar roster. You dropped 2 out of 3. So the key is always, as I've said before, you play a team that's young and maybe doesn't have expectations. You put 4 or 5 on them early, and you just sort of let them know that's the way the night's going to be. You can let a team kind of hang in there, and I tell you, about the 7th, 8th inning, they start believing they can win a game, and now you're in a ball game.
Tanner Houck makes his first start of the season, and the first 4 starters each went at least 5 innings. It is unsurprisingly, Lou, a left-handed heavy lineup for the Oakland Athletics. What did you see in camp from Houck, and what do you want here tonight?
Well, we saw him a lot kind of piggybacking starters. So it was like by the time he got in home games, he wasn't really facing quality arms. But his last time out, I thought he looked really good. He got a little deeper into the game. Fastball, it's all about him staying consistent. We know he's dominant for 3 innings, but fastball command, throwing strikes, and that slider. Throw the slider for strikes. This team likes to spin it, obviously, from the first 4 starts. So get that slider for strikes, split, cutter, a little bit more consistent. That'll help first lefties.
Time now for the national anthem, brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com. Well, more people in that band than might be in the ballpark here tonight as the Red Sox and the Athletics get ready for a ball game. As I said, brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com, where you'll find stable, sustaining, skilled trades careers helping bring the next generation of U.S. Navy submarines to life. We build giants because it takes one to build one. It is a beautiful night in the Bay Area. Mount Davis is off in the distance. This ballpark, of course, longtime home of not only these Athletics, but the Oakland Raiders as well. It was built to fill up on NFL Sundays, and now it is anything but. Tanner Houck is down the right field line. To my knowledge, these are the only remaining exposed bullpens in all of Big League Baseball. This yard is cavernous. It's got the most foul territory of any yard in America, and so it is a really good place to pitch for Tanner Houck here today against the Athletics. You'll see Joe Boyle, who has overwhelmingly dominant stuff. He can light up the radar gun, but there are times when he does not know where it's going. He strikes out a lot and walks a lot, so the Red Sox have a sort of a different, challenging task than the one they had 4 times in Seattle. And Lou, that's a fascinating thing to me, where the Mariners, they make their money pounding the strike zone, getting ahead. They strike out the world. They walk almost no one. And so that's the nature of the beast in Big League Baseball. But what a different shift it is in mindset to try to take advantage of mistakes, sure, but you can be patient and let this guy beat himself.
Well, yeah, this is electric stuff. You're going to see 100 miles an hour, slider, curveball, cutter. He comes with the power and really had some issues, 19.5 walk percentage in the minor leagues. But then he got traded over here from Cincinnati, and next thing you know, last year he started actually throwing strikes. They called him up at the end of the year. He was electric. 3 starts. He was 2-0 with a 1.6. Nobody hit him. So the stuff is there. The question is, how long can he go? Can he throw strikes in his first outing here? So you want to be patient, but you better be ready, because here comes a Hyundai.
Does not sound all that pleasant, to be perfectly honest.
No, and hopefully you get him out in about 3 or 4. He walks some guys, and you get to the rest of this bullpen and see what you got.
For the first time in this series, Alex Cora and Mark Kotze, good friend of Lou Merloni, meeting to exchange the lineup cards. Here they are, the Morgan & Morgan starting lineups, brought to you by America's largest injury law firm. Well, it's very similar to the lineup we saw in the finale in Seattle. Jarren Duran will lead it off. He's in left field, and then Raffy continues as the third baseman. He bats second. Raffy hit 2 absolute bullets yesterday. He's hot to start the year. He bats second. He's at the hot corner. Trevor Story, couple hits yesterday. He's the shortstop batting third. The cleanup hitter is Tristan Casas. He's the first baseman. Then Tyler O'Neill, who really has given this Red Sox club a a big-time spark. He's in right field batting 5th. Masataka Yoshida is the designated hitter. He bats 6th. Then Enmanuel Valdez, who had the big swing of the game last night, he's at second base batting 7th. Rafaela in center. It is critical to have good outfield defense here. And Rafaela has been brilliant defensively. He's in center field batting 8th. And then Reese McGuire in there because he's swinging the bat so well. He had a couple of hits yesterday, and he catches and bats 9th. And again, they will see Joe Boyle, who is a 24-year-old flame-throwing right-hander. Meantime, here come a bunch of names you've never heard before. Ryan Noda is the first baseman leading it off for the Oakland Athletics. J.J. Bleday is their center fielder, a one-time top 5 pick in the draft who just has not hit at any level of pro ball. He's in center field, swinging it from the left side, and he bats 2nd. Zach Geloff is the one guy on this club that they think does have star potential. He bats 3rd, and he's the second baseman. Seth Brown is the left fielder, another left-handed hitter. He cleans up. Brent Rooker, their all-star a year ago, is the designated hitter, and he bats 5th. Abraham Toro is at third baseman, batting 6th. Shea Langoliers is the catcher, batting 7th. Lawrence Butler in right field, batting 8th. And Daryl Hernandez, he's the shortstop, and he bats 9th. All against Tanner Houck, who made himself a real option in the rotation with a good spring training. He'll be jazzed up to make this start. And Lou, let's just say I hope that the Red Sox coaching staff and Jason Varitek and Andrew Bailey have more knowledge of these A's hitters and players than I do.
Yeah, it's not even like a guy like J.D. Davis, who actually's got a couple of home runs here for the A's, is not in this lineup tonight, so he gets the day off. But yeah, it's a lot of guys. Like Brent Rooker was their all-star. He hit 30 home runs last year. He's batting 5th. He's DHing tonight, so there's some power there. Catch a 22, hit 22 bombs. So it's like, there's something here, but you attack these guys, you put 4 or 5 up on them, and you just try to put them away early.
One thing that's really fun about this group and this West Coast trip is the youth that's been on full display, Lou. The pregame routine they got going right now is they make a big circle around one player each day. Yesterday in Seattle, it was Yoshida getting in the middle and really having a great time. And so because they won, it was Yoshida again today. And he was joined by Cutter Crawford. There's so much made about the energy around the ball club, but you do feel like this group is having a ball. It's a youth infusion, and they got a really good thing going right now.
Yeah, and I think the youth kind of really helping them with this West Coast trip. Like, we spent so much time talking about going from 1 o'clock games in Florida, now playing night games at 7:10, which is 10:10 to their bodies, and 9:40 to theirs tonight. But that youth in the team, I think, is really helping as well. But you started to see it at moments in the game. Athleticism, speed, winning a different way, making things happen, and especially defensively, it's come out.
Red Sox in the road grays with red lettering. Jaron Duran is out. Into the on-deck circle is Joe Boyle. He's well into his warm-up routine. The A's, even if they don't have a lot going for them right now, they still have some of the best uniforms, especially here at home. They got the home whites with the cursive Athletics up the chest, green cap, yellow brim. It's a sharp look that not many people in this ballpark will see. The umpires are meeting down the first base line. Alan Porter is at home plate. He is the crew chief, and clearly something going on with their communication, because Porter is fiddling with his microphone behind his belt and talking to the first base umpire, Ryan Blakeney, and apparently they are ready to go. We should call a violation on them before the ball game gets going. Red Sox came here to Oakland and dropped 2 of 3. They're really trying hard to build on the momentum of Seattle. Duran is just about ready to go. Porter back behind the dish, looks to both dugouts, gives a thumbs up. And we are ready for a ball game. Here's Joe Boyle, big, tall, hard-throwing right-hander. Always out of the stretch he throws, and Duran takes a ball. Outside 1-0. They call that a slider, 91 miles an hour. Sure look pretty straight from here. Again, this guy can throw it 100. Won his first 2 decisions a year ago, and Duran lines one into left field. That's a base hit. He was ready to go, and he ripped a 97-mile-an-hour fastball into left field, and here come the Red Sox.
Well, that's good to see. Duran 2 for 16 in that first series, 125, had a couple of stolen bases, and actually that last game I would say hit the ball, looked a lot more comfortable, made some hard contact. Early in the year, you're looking for hard contact, but you like seeing Knox as well. That's a good start.
So here is Raffy. Speaking of Knox, great series in Seattle. 3 for his first 10, and here he lines one straight back and foul. And it's 0-1. So Joe Boyle came over at the deadline last summer, won his first 2 decisions. Actually was quite good for the Athletics. This year in spring training, an ERA of 5.89, and in 15 and a third innings, he walked 18. Here's the pitch to Raffy, and it is low. That's a ball, and it's 1-1.
Well, that's the problem. 18 walks in 15 innings, 19 strikeouts. So it's 91-mile-an-hour slider right there. We saw 97 from him a couple of times. It's a big arm.
They throw to first. Duran dives back in head first. Devers dealing with a little shoulder issue all the way back to spring training. He loves the West Coast, Devers does. One of the really cool things about him. He's had some big hits, not only in Seattle, but here too. Here's the pitch as Duran runs. It swung on a miss. The throw not nearly in time, and it shoots into center field, and Duran will scoot over to third. Langoliers, tons of slice on that throw. That will be the 9th error for the Oakland Athletics in just their 5th game. Speed kills, and Duran's 90 feet away.
Yeah, apparently that first series, 8 errors for the A's in that first series against the Guardians, and we saw some bad defense here in Boston last year as well. So start that game off with an error. Now you got Duran on third, and that's the stuff that he does. He ignites the whole team. Now you want to get him in.
Backed up on the right side, the 1-2 to Raffy, fouled off. Wow, is he late? You don't see that often from Devers. I mean, that was a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. That tells me maybe after swinging through that off-speed pitch 1-1, he was sitting on something different.
Yeah, the pitch Duran stole on was that slider down and in. Maybe he thought he was going to come with it again because he was late on that one.
1-2, the pitch. That's way high and outside. And, you know, Lou, not all balls are takes are created equally. Some of these are quite easy for the hitter to let go by.
Well, we'll see as he gets going. That's the idea. Hopefully he doesn't find it, doesn't kill anybody, but a few innings, get this 98-99 with electric slider out of here. Devers is in a fight.
2-2. Swinging a high fly foul. He better not do that again. I mean, that was 97 in the middle. We have seen Raffy enough, Lou, where if you triple up on a pitch like that, it is not likely to end well for you. Duran at third base. Still nobody out. It is 2-2 to Raffy Devers. Just underway in the top of the first to Devers. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. That was a nasty slider in under his hands. And there's one away.
That's a good pitch. That's the thing with this kid. It's, you know, doesn't quite know where it's going, but it is really electric stuff. 91-mile-an-hour slider down and in. And that is hard. He's got a cutter as well. But again, that's what he was last year. This year, that slider's a little bit harder than the one he threw last year. It's not a cutter. It's just everybody changing everything.
Now infield in all the way around. His Story takes one in the dirt. Fastball, you don't see that very often. I mean, that's a 98-mile-an-hour fastball that's absolutely nuked in the dirt.
Yeah. It's tough to handle.
That's ball one.
Not really expecting that too often.
Trevor, a couple hits yesterday. Duran at third, the pitch. That's a beautiful slider. It is such an uncomfortable at bat. I don't know whether he's necessarily effective wild, this guy Joe Boyle, but you can see how you would not find an easy time settling into the box.
Well, if he's throwing strikes, this is going to be tough as long as he's in there.
Here it is, and that's not even close. I mean, that's a slider that bounced 8 feet in front of home plate. And it is 2-1. Story is 3 for 17 on the season. The misses are astronomical.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You do something like that, and then you're going to paint with 91 slider on the black. That's kind of that's a bad combination. Hopefully he misses with a heater here. You can get a piece of it.
2-1 to Trevor. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a fastball right on the outside corner at the top of the zone, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's 98, top of the zone. Now, they've seen this, you know, in Seattle, and everything to Trevor on that fastball, that swing and miss, has been up and away. You know, not really in, but up and away. And this is where, with a kid throwing this hard, you really have to stay right center still allow you to pull the ball, but stay on that one.
No score, but Duran at third with one down. The 2-2 is a check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, according to the first base umpire, Ryan Blakeney. And Story is gone, so now it falls to Casas. The Red Sox, they had a runner at third with nobody out for Devers and Story, and now 2 down. Tristan's got to pick him up.
Yeah, this is a fastball that's up out of the zone that he couldn't just lay off of. Really, the only fastball that he kind of got around the plate was hit by Duran for a single. But it's hard to lay off 98 above it.
When he throws strikes, he is devastating, this guy, Joe Boyle. Here's Casas. The pitch is outside. I mean, as I said, he made his debut here September 17th after coming over from the Reds. Held opponents to a batting average 148.
Yeah.
You can sort of see why. 1-0 to Casas. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the middle, through into center field. That's a base hit. Casas does get the job done. The Red Sox pay it off, and they lead 1-0.
Oh, that is a big hit. You know, first inning, got a guy on third, nobody out. Devers punch out. Story punch out. And Casas gets a fastball in the zone. Kind of a two-hopper that just scooted through here, but that's a big hit for him, too. He came into this one 1 for 15. Tough weekend up in Seattle.
So here is Tyler O'Neill, who did not have a tough weekend. Sox have a run. Here's Tyler, and he takes a fastball at the top of the zone for strike 1. Randy Johnson was not this wild, obviously, although early in his career he was, Lou. He threw so hard. You have a home run off of him in your career as O'Neill waits. 0-1 is outside. Did you try to shorten up against extreme velocity? It's less of an anomaly now, but when a guy throws this hard, is there a different approach?
Yeah, it was for us because we didn't really see too many guys that were in this 98-99 as starters.
1-1 the pitch. O'Neill, ground ball to the shortstop, Hernandez. He gloves, he throws to first, and it's in time to get O'Neill. And the inning is over, but Jarren Duran with his legs generates the game's first run. Sox lead 1-0. Houck to the mound for the bottom half after this on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Hey, did you know Vistaprint prints everything a small business needs? Like if a barbershop needs signage, we print outdoor signs, posters, and banners. Or if a ballet school needs merch,
1, 2,
we print tote bags, t-shirts, hoodies, hats. Or if a coffee shop needs a total refresh,
latte for Mike?
Vistaprint designs logos and prints it on menus, mugs, paper bags, anything. Because with Vistaprint, the printabilities are endless. Print it all with 25% off for new customers with code NEW25 at Vistaprint.com.
Get the one and done you want for your dog's monthly protection. NexGard Plus, a Foxalon or Moxidectin and Pyrantel chewable tablets. Protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. All in one delicious, beef-flavored soft chew. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventive. Ask your vet about NexGard Plus Chews.
If you started a degree program in the past but life got in the way, CCRI can get you back on track with a fresh start. CCRI's Fresh Start Scholarship allows eligible adult students to attend CCRI tuition-free for up to 1 year. Visit ccri.edu to learn more.
Sox fans, the boys of summer are back, and the future is here.
Casas absolutely obliterated that ball.
Jarren Duran leading off with a home run.
With the free Odyssey app, you can catch every Devers blast with Hall of Fame Joe on the call.
Another opposite field home run for Rappy Devers.
Your soundtrack to summer is on Boston Sports Original with every Sox game live on the Odyssey app with WEEI. Download it today. AUDACY. Live games available for fans in market only. You're listening to the Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now back to the play-by-play action.
Tanner Houck, for the first time in 2024, takes the mound with a lead. That's a good thing as a starter. Right-hander was 6-10 with a 5.01 ERA and 21 starts a year ago. Got a new repertoire, as so many of these Red Sox starters do. The pitch to the left-handed hitting Ryan Noda. Strike one on the outside corner. Lou, a first pitch fastball for a strike.
Oh, maybe it was Seattle. Maybe we're going to see some more heaters here from Houck.
Here's the 0-1. That was a slider that is right in there for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, that's sliders. He still last year threw that more than his fastball, 38% to 30%. And you got the split that he's working on and that cutter. A couple of pitches that can help him against lefties who had an 858 OPS against him, 622 for righties. So try to figure out how to get at lefties and how to attack lefties. A big part of it for him.
It certainly is, as Noda fouls one off his front right foot, I should say. Ryan Noda in the early going is 2 for his first 11. He's played in all the A's games. It's just remarkable, the anonymity of this lineup. 1-0 Red Sox in the bottom of the first. Houck winds, he throws, and a soft ground ball to the right side. Valdez has been good, and he is again here. He throws to first to retire Noda very easily down. Goes Noda, 1 down.
That was a nice split, too. The first splitter we saw from him had good action. Got exactly what you want, the ground ball. Maybe there'll be some swing and miss with that pitch, but right now it's about bad contact.
So here is J.J. Bleday, top 5 pick, who's just not hit. From the left side, he takes a slider outside for ball 1. He's second in the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers Cadillac of Linfield and Cadillac of Warwick. Houck's 1-0. That's in there for a strike, is called by Alan Porter, and it's 1-1.
Another split there for, I like that, a little 1-0 split for the strike.
He told me he's feeling so much more comfortable with that pitch. That's a cut fastball that misses inside, and it's 2-1. He and Whitlock kind of come into this season in a similar boat, trying to prove that they can take the workload. 2-1 is on the ground again to the right side. Second baseman Valdez has it. A straight over the top throw to first in time. 2 ground balls to Valdez and 2 down.
Yeah, he's trying to figure it out, right? And maybe he can unlock something. You know, with Andrew Bailey and Breslow, they bring over the pitching program, and maybe there's something that they can help him in those later innings as a starter. Man, the first 3 innings are never a problem for Houck. Even last year, 2.71 ERA the first 3. 4 through 6, different story.
Here's Zach Geloff. He chops one toward third. It stays inside the line until it hooks underneath Devers' glove. That was a real spinner. Good job, good decision by Raffy. Had no chance. Geloff running well. And it hooked outside the bag for strike 1.
Yeah, that 2.71 ERA the first 3 innings. Innings 4 through 6, 7.93. And that leads you more to, well, maybe he should be out in the pen, right? Throw 2 innings, 3 innings where he's dominant, multiple inning guy. But it's almost like, okay, let's see if you can unlock something, because it's worth it. It's a starter body. It's a starter mentality. And if you can get him going, then it could really help you.
2 down in the first. 1-0 Red Sox. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a good cutter. It's 0-2. You know, I think he, maybe more than anybody in this rotation, stands to benefit from the Andrew Bailey doctrine of sticking with your best pitches. 0-2. Swinging a hard one, hopper to short off the chest of Devers. It bounces to Story. Tried to barehand, he couldn't pick it up. That'll be a hit. And that thing was absolutely crushed. And Geloff has the Athletics' first hit of the game.
Yeah, this ball was hit hard. Hard one, hopper. It's nothing worse than having that ball land about 4 feet or so in front of you. You don't get a long enough look at it. It was hit so hard he couldn't drop step, so he just sort of, a slight drop step, get his body in front, and it came right off the letters. Ricocheted the Story, who tried to barehand it. If he did, he might have had a play. Hit that hard.
Here's Seth Brown. Raffy's grabbing at his chest where that ball hit. That could not have been that comfortable. Here's the pitch. And Brown takes outside for ball 1. But, you know, you talked about second, third time through the order, the middle innings for Tanner, left-handed hitters. All those are issues. But I've thought now for a couple years running, there's been a tendency to kind of overthink it. The 1-0 is right there. He has got an absolutely phenomenal fastball. The splitter can be a really good pitch, and it felt like over the last couple of years, at times he just kind of got away from what was really his best stuff. 1-1 with 2 down. The pitch. There's a beautiful splitter. Swung on a miss. 1-2.
Yeah, that's a good sign there. And to be honest with you, a lot of times in this game, I think we can put restrictions on people. We talk about keep telling them what they can't do rather than tell them what they can. And if you're Tanner Houck dealing through 3, once you hit the 4th inning, he's heard so much about it that I don't know how it doesn't get in your mind, become mental.
1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. What a great fastball. That was 95 miles an hour. And why not? Tanner, the latest starter to blow him away after 1 in Oakland. Red Sox 1, A's nothing in the Shaws and Star Market. WEI, Red Sox Network.
When you use Bounce dryer sheets and your clothes look amazing, it's the sheet. Less static in your life? Yeah, it's the sheet. Smelling fresher than ever? It's the sheet. Oh, so soft fabric? Ooh la la. It's the sheet. Less wrinkles on your clothes? You know it's the sheet. Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness. Less static, less wrinkles. It's the sheet.
Kansas. Another Fork in the Road 50th anniversary tour, celebrating 50 years of Kansas. With all your favorites and deep cuts too. Friday, May 17th, Providence Performing Arts Center. On sale now at ppacri.org.
Who's in for Mohegan? Obviously everyone. It's an invitation that you can't ignore to experience a place that just feels different. Mohegan Sun, a place that welcomes you in, all in. For the flavors, the fun, the unbelievably unforgettable. Because you plus me plus Mohegan equals the best time ever. And what comes next is, well, everything. This is how it feels when you're all in for Mohegan. Mohegan Sun. Visit MoheganSun.com today to start your experience.
Fight pain with the legendary herbal power of Tiger Balm. Trusted for over 100 years, Tiger Balm tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so you can rise above pain and get back to living. Learn more at tigerbalm.com.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now back to the play-by-play action.
What fitting rejoin music as we come back into Oakland Coliseum as Masataka Yoshida takes a first pitch fastball outside for ball 1. Oh, baby, you. The pitch to Yoshida. You got what I need. It's 2-0 as the fastball misses low and outside. I promise I'll stop singing.
Are you going to sing this all year?
Why not?
Long?
Come on.
I'm noticing a pattern. Kind of. A little bit.
Just let yourself go a little bit, Lou. 2-0. The pitch to Yoshida is low. 3-0. Bay Area legend, Biz Marquis. Yoshida, the DH, as he so often will be, 3-0. Leading off the second inning, the pitch is a strike. Borderline pitch, but given.
This is not a comfortable 3-0 swing, right? Like you get in a situation later in the game facing this guy. Like that's not someone you're confident is going to put one down the middle for you to take a hack at.
3-1 is a strike. Again, close. Maybe caught the outside part of the plate, and it's 3-2. Because even if he's trying to throw a strike, it's probably not going to be down the middle.
But this is the problem. He ran to 3-0 with 3 non-competitive pitches. Weren't even close. And then it was strike 1, and then 98 in the outside black.
3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Check swing. That's low. And he did not go. So after all that, Yoshida draws a leadoff walk. He is the first man in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers Infinity of Westboro.
That's a great take. I mean, that's a slider, back door, just down, just off. You're able to hold up.
You tell me you don't want me to sing so much this year?
Well,
Here's Valdez. He skies one into center field. This ball's crushed. Back at the track, at the wall. It is not caught. Yoshida was at second base. Blade couldn't make the play. It is down, and Valdez at second with Yoshida at third. I don't know how they'll score that, but Blade was right under it, and he just dropped it.
Yeah, Blade went back, did the right thing, got in that track, was reaching for the wall, and got back and looked like he was in position maybe 4 or 5 feet in front of it. He jumped and just missed it. Like he jumped and it hit off of his glove. I mean, most likely that's a double, I would think, but that's one of those big league plays that need to be made.
Here is Cedar Rafaela. The pitch to him is a little bit outside. They scored an error. So there's the second error of the game for the A's, the 10th of the season for them.
And, again, like it's a tough catch. I get it, but he went back and jumped up and just jumped up in the air and missed it.
1-0 is outside, ball 2.
That is a tough error, though, because he did smoke it. I can see where they may want to give him a double on that one, but that ball should have been caught.
The difference is he did square up. I was sort of waiting on it. 2-0 to Cedar. Infield back. The pitch is lined high into right field. This should get the run home. Butler's underneath it. He makes the play. The Macho Man tags. He comes home, and he will score with a foot-first slide. The throw gets past the catcher, and here comes Valdez. He will score standing. Another error for the Athletics, and the Red Sox plate 2. They lead it 3-0.
Well, this is what you got to do. First off, great job by Rafaela getting the job done. Man, second and third. Number one, I love the fact that he's hitting the ball the other way, because if this was on the ground, it would have got the run in, and it would have got Valdez to third base with nobody out, with one out. So the whole approach was fantastic. This throw gets away, and good notice by speed by Valdez to kind of score. Just take advantage of poor defense.
So the Red Sox 3-0 lead with Reese McGuire in there. Now the base is empty with one away. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Lou, unfortunately, we saw too much of this last year for the Red Sox, where errors just kill you. They're so deflating. And the A's have just given the Red Sox runs.
Well, you just look at it this way. Replay it. I mean, it'd be different. It'd be a double if he slammed into the wall and missed it, but he just jumped and missed the ball. That's 2 outs, so 1 out, fly ball to right's 2 outs, and a man still on first. Right? Instead, it's a 3-0 ball game.
Reese McGuire takes a pitch outside, and it's 1-1. Here's a little shot into left center field. McGuire stays hot. A line drive knock, and the Red Sox keep the inning rolling. It's a 1-out hit for McGuire, and it flips the order. Here comes Jarren Duran.
Reese has been swinging it real well. And before the game he played yesterday, they asked Cora, like, what went into the Wong discussion. He said, well, number one, Reese is swinging it well, but more importantly, there's a lefty going tomorrow, right? And Reese is swinging it, so Wong's going to be in there versus the lefty. I'm going to give Reese another start, and it's off to a pretty good one. 4 for 8 now early in the year.
So here's Duran, who singled his first time here. A late swing and a foul outside the third baseline. You know, in the first inning, they scored an earned run against Boyle. You remember, Casas hit that little chopper up the middle. You're supposed to give the benefit of the doubt to the pitcher. Were it not for the error, Duran would have been at second base. I think he probably scores with his foot speed. 0-1. Duran fouls it off on the third base side, and it's quickly 0-2.
I think it's the right call. I mean, if it was if Story hit a fly ball, sac fly, it wouldn't have been. But Duran's on second base, a little chopper up the middle that gets through. That's going to score him easy.
Arbella Insurance Foundation dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. For every strikeout from a Sox pitcher during this season, Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. 0-2 to Duran. Pitch high with a fastball. Arbella is here for the Jimmy Fund and here for good. This is sort of the way it's supposed to go in Oakland with their torn-down roster. Red Sox taking advantage early. 1-2 to Duran with Reese at first. The pitch is in the dirt. Reese beautifully reads it. He breaks the second that thing gets into the dirt, and he's into second base.
Yeah, that's not. We saw Duran do this in Seattle, but this really seems to be like, whether it's Hudson or Foxy over at first base, we're not stealing a base, but our secondary, when we see this ball, follow the angle of the ball. And if we see it going into the dirt, let's just take off. If they pick it in the dirt and come up and make an accurate throw, we'll live with it. But it's going to be more positive plays than negative.
2-2 to Jarren Duran. Red Sox leading by 3 in the second. Boyle throws, and Jarren fouls it off. Even when Rafaela maybe even missed a sign and got caught stealing between first and second on what looked like a busted play with Yoshida at third, the next day, Alex Cora was quick to say, look, he's young, he took a shot, I'm good with it. I'd rather he just kept on going. The Red Sox want to be aggressive, and I think they'll be okay with making outs.
Yeah.
Here's a hot shot up the middle into center field. A backhanded grab by the second baseman Geloff, and he just saved a run. That was actually a spectacular defensive play to keep that thing from shooting into the outfield, and it keeps McGuire over at third base. The Red Sox have 2 hits from Duran, 3 runs in, and they got him at first and third with only 1 out.
Yeah, that was a really nice play by Geloff, actually, at second base. He went into that outfield grass, and this was a line drive that landed on the dirt. He made a beautiful diving stop. And McGuire does a nice job holding up, too, because you're not getting Duran at first. The one thing you're doing as a second baseman when you make that play is you're looking up immediately to third. And if that guy is taking off, I'm going to throw home, but he might take a big turn. I'm throwing right to third base and pick him off backside.
So here comes Raffy with a chance to deliver a haymaker. We take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
3-0 Red Sox, first and third, 1 out. Here is Devers. The pitch. Swing and a high fly foul. It just feels like, Lou, first of all, nice to not be in Seattle against the best staff in the game. But this sort of feels like one of those spots where Devers is trying to put this game to bed right here. Sounds crazy in the second inning. First and third with 1 down. The pitch is in the dirt. Good take there from Devers. That really was good. A slider in the dirt, and it's 1-1.
It's been the one pitch he's been effective with, Devers, that hard slider. Throws it at 91, and it's got real true downward action. So that's a tough pitch. If he throws it right to lay off of, it's what it got him the first at-bat.
If he struck out his first time, 1-1. They throw to first, but Duran dives back in. It's going to be an interesting thing to track all year long, Lube. You don't necessarily want to be run happy with Devers at the plate, but it's such a strength for Jarren Duran. You also don't want to rein him in. He goes. The 1-1 is swung on and missed. The throw goes through, and it's not in time. Foot first slide for Duran. He's got 2 steals. The Red Sox are running wild, and they've got him at second and third.
Well, Duran had 24 bags last year and got caught a couple of times. He's already got 4 now. 2 for 2 in this game. So they're going to be aggressive, and now it's up to Devers because he got him with another slider right there. He either lay off of it or hopefully hangs it.
Here's a 1-2. High fly into the massive foul ground on the third base side, and it will make the seats. I mean, that's 20 rows deep at Fenway. It's into the second here in Oakland. And actually, Lou, when you think of Eric Chavez and all the guys, Carney Langsford, all these guys, you need a rangy third and first baseman here to make those plays.
Yeah, because they're just free outs. There's a lot of outs here. It's twice as wide as any field in the game as far as foul territory from the foul lines to the dugouts.
1-2. Raffy called for time. 3-0 already. A hit here, likely to get 2 more runs in. 1-2 pitch. Outside. Good take by Raffy. He looks very balanced at the plate, Lou.
Yeah, he does. That one he fouled off over there, I bet you would have liked back, because that was the slider up over the middle.
2-2. Infield in. Pitch. Low. Can I tell you that I would not want to be on the right side of the infield in with Devers at the plate?
Yeah, that was the good take. That was the swing and miss slider. And he just took it with ease. See what he does here at 3-2. May see it again.
Story on deck, the 3-2. Swing and a drive, high and deep down the right field line. Way gone if fair, but it is foul. Wow, he dropped the barrel on that, and he golfed it foul. That was breathtaking, but just a long strike.
That's a 3-2 slider. I wonder if he's going to go back to it now, because Devers saw a lot of these the first few at-bats, and starting to see it a lot better now, this at-bat.
3-2 again, the pitch. Down and in, what a great take by Raffy. I mean, that is the evolution of this hitter. Just missed a homer, and now he draws a walk, and the bases are loaded for Trevor Story.
Yeah, he really got him, tangled him up in that first at-bat with that slider down and in, and got him earlier in this at-bat. But the last 3 he threw, one he hit a mile, foul, and the other 2 he really took nicely. Now it's up to Trevor here in a big at-bat.
Loaded up with 1 down. Red Sox already leading 3-0. Story struck out in a key spot his first time. Right on right to pitch. Swinging a little looper into right field. Tagging at third is McGuire. Butler makes the play. Reese comes halfway down and holds. So not deep enough to score. That is a frustrating out made by Story. And now, with 2 outs, the bases are loaded for Tristan Casas.
Yeah, he didn't kind of got it off the end. That was a first pitch slider. Good pitch to hit if you're looking for it, and if he had barreled it out to right field like Rafaela did earlier in that game, he would have got McGuire home, but that's not Duran at third base. That's Reese McGuire.
Already activity in the Athletics bullpen in the second inning. Here's Casas. The pitch is way outside, not close. It's Kyle Muller, the left-hander. It's just an amazing start to this game. He's thrown 48 pitches, has Boyle. What a spot for Tristan. 1-0 pitch. Way outside, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, this would be a nice start to kind of turn the page from that Seattle series for Tristan, where he went 1 for 15, struck out 6 times. Big RBI knock in the first. If he's able to come back in the second, really kind of just mentally turn the page from what happened out in Seattle.
Bases loaded, 2-0. Here's the pitch. That's a strike on the outside corner. Looked like maybe Tristan looking in one part of the plate. 2-0 with the bases loaded. That was on the outer half. For strike, 2-1. McGuire at third, Duran at second, Raffy at first. Here's the 2-1. Fouled off. He got a big-time fastball at 96. A little late. And it's 2-2.
But our first no-hitter of the early 2024 season, Ronel Blanco of the Houston Astros.
It's over.
Threw 105 pitches, no-hitter. Beat Toronto 10-0.
That's the way to get your first win of the season.
Wow.
2-2, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. What a Houdini act by Joe Boyle. The Red Sox do get a couple unearned runs, but they had him loaded with only 1 out for the heart of the order, and they do not get more. After an inning and a half, 3-0 Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Network.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. Get 6 times longer lasting freshness plus odor protection with Downy Unstoppables in-wash scent beads.
Sox fans, the boys of summer are back, and the future is here.
Casas absolutely obliterated that ball.
Jarren Duran leading off with a home run.
With the free Odyssey app, you can catch every Devers blast with Hall of Fame Joe on the call.
Another opposite field home run for Raffy Devers.
Your soundtrack to summer is on Boston Sports Original with every Sox game live on the Odyssey app with WEEI. Download it today. AUDACY. Live games available for fans in market only.
Baseball isn't boring.
Let's welcome in Red Sox pitcher Tanner Houck.
I think we're at pretty close to max what the human body can do. I don't know how much more we can really get out of the human body in terms of baseball pitching wise. But now I think you're going to see, people throwing sliders at 20 horizontal at 88. MLB The Show type stuff.
Baseball isn't boring. Available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
At Enterprise, we know you're constantly on the move. Getting this?
Thanks, Mom.
Fixing that. You reach a destination, and then it's on to the next. And when life is moving at the speed of, life, Enterprise is right there with you, around the corner and around the globe. We'll keep you moving forward. Enterprise, for lives in drive.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Brent Rooker to lead it off against Tanner Houck, who was dominant in the first. The Red Sox leading the A's 3-0. Probably feeling like they should have a larger lead. The pitch is strike on the outside corner. I say that. I mean, the A's did give them a couple of runs in that inning. So maybe the baseball gods leveled it out. 0-1 to Rooker, the all-star from a year ago. He pops this one foul on the first base side. League leaders and who's circling the drain, presented by Drains by James. Eastern Mass's leader in residential and commercial drain cleaning and pipelining at drainsbyjames.com. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes. The 0-2 swing and a miss. He got him. What a great slider from Houck, who's rolling along. And there's one away.
Yeah, he really is. That's a good slider off the dish. He's getting ahead early on. He's able to kind of now expand, which is the secret, which is the key to pitching. And they always talk about those first 3 pitches, right? Sit there 1 and 2 after 3 pitches. Did a nice job executing there.
Here's Abraham Toro, switch hitter batting left, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. So in the National League, we know that Mookie's OPS is above 2,000. In the American League, Bobby Witt Jr. signed the massive contract with the Royals, off to a great start. Here's a shot down the right field line foul. And it's 0-2. His OPS coming into play today, 1888.
Not bad.
Second in the American League, Tyler O'Neill, 1538. J.D. Davis, who's not in the lineup for the A's, is a 13-13 OPS as Toro fouls it off down the left field side, and it stays 0-2.
So how about Mookie didn't get Player of the Week? He got an OPS over 2,000.
How does that work?
Well, Gurriel went off, too, in Arizona. He got it.
0-2 is ripped down the right field line foul. I guess the part of the argument is Mookie did do a lot of damage in Korea, too, so some of those numbers inflated. But please, the guy homered in 4 straight ball games.
That's true. I guess he went off in Korea. It's not really the week. Be Player of the Week extended.
Player of the start of the season. 0-2 to Abraham Toro, 3-0 Red Sox. Pitch down and in. That was a slider from Tanner. And it's 1-2.
You know, Houck's really good. He came at him first pitch, split for a strike. That's a few times now that he's kind of just thrown him for strikes and also gotten some easy outs with it.
1-2. High fly ball into left center field. Rafaela and Duran come together, and it is Cedon drifting over into the gap to make the play. And they're 2 down. I really, Lou, in his career, cannot remember many, if any, first pitch splitters thrown by Tanner Houck.
No, and it's a pitch that's been in the works. I think last year it looked better at times, still extremely inconsistent. Maybe it is that year 3 theory of working on a pitch.
Shea Langoliers takes strike 1, slider 0-1.
Well, at least that used to be the theory, right? You introduce a pitch and try to figure it out, and then you figure out how to use it. Now people do it overnight. They do it in the offseason. They come up with a new pitch.
0-1. Swing and a miss. He blew him away. Fastball, 92, power sinker. He's got it all going, does Houck.
Yeah, that power sinker was nice.
It's interesting. They all have their own personal pitching coaches. They go to places like Driveline. There's so much available on video, on YouTube, where people can sort of learn and tweak in a way they could not before. 0-2. That was yanked a little bit with a slider, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, you come in and you just change things kind of overnight. And with him, it's not really the slider or the for him maybe finding that slider more consistent with it in the sinker. It's really the split and cutter.
1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with a slider, and the inning is over. 3 strikeouts through 2. More great starting pitching from the Sox. Back to work on the offensive side. 3-0 after 2 on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hola, tengo un secreto. Yo uso el desodorante Secret Whole Body, porque no solo mis axilas huelen mal.
Oh, ¿puedo usarlo en donde mi brasier rosa debajo de mis...?
Oh, sí.
¿Y qué hay de allá abajo? Ya sabes, mis...
Claro que sí. 4 de 5 ginecólogos lo recomendarían. Así que lo probé y ahora tengo 72 horas de frescura. Desde mis axilas hasta...
Me encanta que es un spray.
A mí también. Además, viene en barras y cremas. Ve por tu desodorante Secret Whole Body.
Sox fans, the boys of summer are back, and the future is here.
Casas absolutely obliterated that ball.
Jaron Duran leading off with a home run.
With the free Odyssey app, you can catch every Devers blast with Hall of Fame Joe on the call.
Another opposite field home run for Raffy Devers.
Your soundtrack to summer is on Boston Sports Original, with every Sox game live on the Odyssey app with WEEI. Download it today. AUDACY. Live games available for fans in market only.
Hey, it's Fitzy from Six Rings and Football Things. It's not just a podcast, it's the 25th hour of the day. Your weekly source for all things New England Patriots, right on time. Your time. In the car, navigate the streets of the NFL offseason with wisdom in your ear. We accompany every errand you need to run. Washing the windows or vacuuming the carpets? Don't just clean, conquer. Podcasts make you more productive because we fit perfectly into your schedule. Follow Six Rings and Football Things in the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Tyler O'Neill leads it off. What a batting practice he had today. The pitch to him is ripped into the left center field gap, and that's going to get down. Center fielder Blade is over. An absolute bullet into center field and a base hit to lead it off for Tyler O'Neill.
Yeah, he looks really comfortable. Yeah, watching him in BP, his swing is so efficient. That seems to be, to me, like the new kind of term I would use for some of these guys that are just already in a good position to hit. Not much movement. Load up quietly, softly, and just see the baseball and swing it. Not a lot of movement.
Here's Yoshida with O'Neill at first. The pitch in the dirt, and Tyler does not go anywhere. That's really the first time all year a base runner for the Red Sox has not read it well. He could have moonwalked to second base.
Yeah.
As it is, he holds, and it's ball one to Massa.
That's like one of those that kind of come up, and the ball is actually, as a base runner, is coming to you. So you don't know if it's right in front of the catcher or further out in the catcher. It's tough read.
1-0 to Yoshida. The pitch. That's outside, ball two. He is second in the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers, Lincoln of Norwood and Lincoln of Westboro. I mean, O'Neill does things in BP every day that take your breath away. 2-0. Tyler leads it first. Pitch. That is a strike on the outside corner. It's not easy umpiring for a guy like this.
No, it's not. But you're going back, O'Neill at BP, like he's obviously a very strong guy, right?
What tells you that?
Yeah. I'm amazed at how far he hits a baseball in batting practice.
Throw to first, he dives back in. It just carries and carries.
I mean, he hits the ball farther than anybody, I think, in BP. I know Devers kind of can rival from the left side. Maybe.
Hit him into the third deck here in left center. The 2-1. He checks his swing, does Massa. That's a ball. Good take. And it's 3-1. See if the A's would get the bullpen going again if starter Boyle loses Yoshida. He's thrown 57 pitches.
We've got to get Mueller in the game.
3-1. He is down and in, ball four. He may get up again as O'Neill to second. Yoshida is to first. That's the third walk. 2 on, nobody out for Enmanuel Valdez. On the Subaru of New England scoreboard, Lou told you, the Astros have the first no-hitter of the season. They blank the Toronto Blue Jays 10-0. You know, Houston swept by the Yankees in a 4-game series. That is a way to bounce back, and they do the Red Sox an AL East favor. They do grow pitchers down there in Houston. Here is Enmanuel, and he takes a pitch not even close. Fastball high and away for ball one. Ronel Blanco. No hitter. Kyle Tucker homered. So did Yainer Diaz.
Pretty good fifth starter for you. Goes out there and throws in a no-no.
I would say. 1-0 to Manu, the pitch. That's a strike at the bottom of the zone. I think Alan Porter set a pretty good zone. And again, I mean, when a guy's all over the place, it's sort of hard to keep the zone.
Yeah, it is. It's tough. 98. I'm not sure he knows where it's going. And then non-competitive pitches, then he starts painting.
1-1, 2 on, none out the pitch. Valdez takes a strike on the outside corner. That was a good one. And it's 1-2.
He's also down to 95. We saw 97, 98's an awful lot. And all of a sudden here now down to 95. I mean, that's almost 60 pitches here in the third.
1-2. Here's a hard ground ball on the right side, and it is picked there at first. And a bobble. Throw outside the bag. Everybody's safe, and a run's going to come home. An error on the first baseman, Noda. The fourth of the game for the A's, and it's 4-0 Red Sox.
Well, unfortunately, we know how they feel. Mark Gotze, I mean, this is pretty bad right now. This was actually a really nice pick by Noda over at first base. It was an in-between hop. It's just that when he tried to get the ball out of the glove, he couldn't throw the ball to Hernandez at shortstop at second base. So he stopped and tried to just sort of crosshand this ball to Boyle, but he threw it away.
Now, I think that should be a hit and an error, personally. They've not scored it that way yet. Here's Rafaela. Second and third, still no outs. The pitch, swing and a miss. He tried to crush that one through a fastball 0-1 because, I mean, yeah, he hesitated, but that's not part of scoring decisions. By the time that Noda threw to the covering pitcher, Valdez was at the bag.
Yeah, he might have been safe on that one. I'm with you.
0-1 the pitch. Cedon swings through a fastball at 97, and it's 0-2. I mean, Boyle has been wild. He's walked 3, but 4 errors behind him. This is outrageous. The A's, I mean, now in 4 games and 3 innings have made 12 errors. 0-2. Pitch. Up and in. Did that hit his bat? I don't think so. He checked his swing and it popped out of the glove of the catcher, Langoliers. Rafael, his first time, sac fly into right field, and then another run scored on a throw home. Sort of an embarrassing effort thus far by the A's. 1-2. High fly into right field, and it's pretty deep toward the corner. Tagging at third is Yoshida, and he's going to come home. Second sac fly of the night for Rafaela in a 2-strike count. Yoshida scores, and it's 5-0 Red Sox.
Yeah, you'll take that. That's another good at-bat. And we were talking earlier in camp with Rafaela being really pull-happy, and he was. A lot of that had to do with maybe he was jumping on some breaking ball hangers. But here against a kid throwing 97, and he got back to 97 versus Rafael. He kind of stays on it, used a big part of the ballpark. Not only gets the run, but gets Valdez to third base with 1 out.
So now, here's Reese McGuire, and he chops one outside of first. And what's crazy, Lou, is that the A's have made all different kinds of errors. I mean, it's
ugly.
It's routine plays. The center fielder sort of unnecessarily jumps and drops one. The first baseman throws it away. Throwing errors from the outfield can happen coming home. And Juan Reese swings and misses. He chased one there, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, unfortunately, too, like Mark Kotze's got a very young team. And when you start seeing your teammates make as many errors as this, you start getting a little cautious. You start maybe not playing free and confident. And as a team, you start waiting for the next error. And it can be actually contagious.
0-2. Here's the pitch. Low. I mean, this is why, Lou, I really was hoping that in that contentious CBA debate, there would be a salary floor established. The Oakland Athletics active payroll is $46 million.
That can't happen.
1-2 to Reese McGuire. Infield in. The pitch is inside. Meanwhile, I mean, you got the Dodgers spending north of $350 million. And just as importantly, because of the revenue sharing in the game, the halves in the game are sending tens of millions of dollars here that don't go on the field. 2-2. Fouled off. And yes, is it nice the Red Sox are winning 5-0? Sure it is tonight. But overall, for the health of the game, this is not good for big league baseball.
No, and you're hoping they're in Vegas in 28, but there's no guarantee. It could be 29. They're not going to certainly, it's going to be like this until they get out there. They're not going to spend while they're here the next 2-3 years.
2-2. Fouled off on the third base side. Nobody comes to the ballpark anymore. They had a big boycott before the opener. There were like 20,000 people in the parking lot partying and tailgating and sort of voicing their displeasure, and almost none of them came in. I mean, there might be 10,000 here tonight, maybe. That's pushing it, though. 2-2 to McGuire is swung on and missed. He has struck out. Pretty good slider there. And now 2 down for Jarren Duran.
Yeah, it is tough, and I feel for Mark Kotze. You know, this is a baseball guy. And I'm sure he's trying to be patient and understand that he's really got to be a teacher and teach the game how to be a big leaguer. And I just hope that he's around long enough to go to Vegas where maybe they invest in this team a little bit more.
Here's Duran. He has 2 hits tonight, and he takes a pitch that is a little bit outside, 1-0. I mean, they've been patient with him a little bit, but you're right. I mean, he deserves a lot of rope here. Back on the right side, in at third is Toro with Runner at third, and Valdez. Here's Duran's third hit of the night, and coming home to score is Valdez. 6-0 Red Sox. Welcome to the season, Jarren Duran.
Yeah, it's good to see. Because you started to see it that last day in Seattle. And again, there's other guys like Story and Costas you want to get going, but there was some elite stuff. And hopefully here in this series, the rest of this road trip, maybe this offense can now get going and catch up to what this pitching staff has been doing the first 4.5 games.
Well, and here we go with Devers. Third time seeing a pitcher in as many innings. The pitch is swung on and missed. He was trying to go deep there. They call that a curveball under the bat of Devers. It's 0-1. No hitter in Houston. Don't miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Details at Subaru of NewEngland.com. I sort of wince myself every time Raffy swings and misses. I think those are the ones that will hurt that left shoulder the most. 0-1 with Jarren at first. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball up at the letters. 0-2. And it's still the third inning. I'd like to see Duran go here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's listen, with 6-0 here in the third, this isn't one of those situations where we're not running. It's the third inning. I don't care who you play.
He leads, does Jarren. Not going. The pitch is outside, and it's 1-2. So Duran now has 3 hits and 2 steals and an RBI. Filling up the stat sheet. Whether you're off to the ballpark, dog park, or amusement park, Citgo top-tier Tri-Clean gasoline gets you going where you're going. 1-2 to Devers. Duran runs. The pitch is in the dirt, and Jarren has his third steal of the night. He is doing it all. And he's now in scoring position with a 2-2 count for Raffy.
It's the beauty of early in the season. You come out, you're like 2 for 16. Man, I'm just not seeing it. I'm not. Next thing you know, you're 3 for 3. You got 3 stolen bases. You're now 5 for 19. You're hitting about 267, 280.
He's got 5 steals in 5 games.
Yeah.
2-2 to Devers. The pitch. That is just down and in. Close pitch and a really good take again by Devers.
Yeah, this is it's going to be Boyle's 81st pitch here. We're still in the third inning, but now we're going to get that lefty back up again.
We'll tell you about him in a minute. 3-2. Duran at second. The pitch to Devers. Inside ball 4, and Devers walks again. 4th walk by Boyle. That might do it for him. So Emerson is the pitching coach. That's him coming out to the mound. I think, Muller just got up for the second time to begin throwing, so this is an effort to buy him a little time. And, unfortunately for Joe Boyle, this is basically what was advertised about him. He's got overpowering stuff. He cannot command it.
Yeah, he's a kid that got in a trade. They traded Sam Moll to Cincinnati. Remember, Cincy last year was looking for something. Moll, a little veteran swing guy. But they got a pretty good arm here. The question is, what is he? You see the slider. It's swing and miss slider. You see the fastball. So you give him some innings as a young pitcher. Let's see if he can make adjustments on the mound. Get him out there 3 or 4 times. Let's face it, this is experimenting time out in Oakland these days. And if you can't figure it out, you send him right down to that bullpen and say, okay, go throw 100 with a slider and close games out for me.
2 on, 2 out. 3 more runs in. It's 6-0 Red Sox. Here's Story, who's 0 for 2. Pitch to him. He is in the dirt. It is hard to watch at times when a young pitcher cannot control it, and that's the case tonight for Boyle. Red Sox, with 6 runs on 7 hits, the A's have made 4 errors. Story struck out in the first, flying to right in the second with the bases loaded. Here, Duran at second. They throw it into the outfield. I mean, this is unreal. Boyles jacks that thing into center field. The A's 5th error, and it is the Bad News Bears. To third is Duran, and second is Devers.
Wow.
This is not big league baseball.
No, just put a pick play on. Seen it many times. The timing play. Catcher drops the glove. Pitcher spins and throws to second. And he just throws it in the crapper. Out to center field. Second, I mean.
I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing at your words. I like it. 1-0 to Story, the pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a ball outside a slider, but he couldn't lay off it, and it's 1-1. Yeah. And that's 5 errors in 2 2/3 innings, Lou.
It's tough to watch. But we had our days. We've watched it all year last year.
Not like this.
No, I would agree with that.
1-1 the pitch. Hit down the line into left field. That's a base hit. That's extra bases. It will score 2. Duran scores. Raffy right behind him. Trevor Story delivers, and it is 8-0 Red Sox. Story has his first 2 driven in of the year.
Yeah, that was nice, too. Hanging slider, that's going to do it for Boyle. But it's, Story is sitting here in the 3rd inning. Everyone's having fun. Everyone's scoring, getting on base. You're 0 for 2. Another opportunity with more men in scoring position to be able to deliver 2-out RBI double, 2 RBIs. That feels nice, like you just joined the party.
Boyle is done. Muller has awful numbers in the big leagues. He's going to come on for the Athletics. 8-0 Red Sox with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. Having fun in the East Bay. Back with more after this in the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
During this call to the bullpen, it's the perfect time to check out all the great content at buyfordnow.com. Find Ford offers you won't see advertised anywhere else. Search Ford dealer inventory for your dream vehicle. Compare Ford SUVs, trucks, and electric vehicles versus the competition. Calculate your trade-in value and learn about exclusive offers for military and first responders. So, visit buyfordnow.com and then see your New England Ford dealers.
Have you been putting off new windows for your home? Now is the time to visit CCL in Abington. We've partnered with Matthews Brothers in Maine to bring you the best in windows. Matthews Brothers has been making windows since 1854. Come check out our line of wicked awesome windows from Matthews Brothers at CCL in Abington. Make your home energy efficient in 2024 with Matthews Brothers windows. Check us out online at capecodlumber.com or visit the CCL showroom in Abington today. We are 100% employee owned and operated.
You've reached Monster Bank. Please enter your 35-digit account number.
I don't have it.
State your name.
Jim Robbins.
Okay, Mr. Blobkins, how can we help you?
It's Robbins.
You said, pay off my mortgage. I'll transfer you.
No. I need to open a small business account.
Monster Bank.
If your bank doesn't understand you, that's bull. Now there's a bank helping small businesses succeed. Owners Bank. All business, no bull. Learn more at ownersbank.com. Owners Bank is a division of Liberty Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Left-hander Kyle Muller, who has some of the most awful numbers you'll ever see for a big league pitcher, is on with the A's trailing 8-0. Casas facing him. The pitch is swung on and missed. The A's have made 5 errors. They got 1 hit. The Red Sox lead at 8-0, and they're thinking this must be a bad April Fool's joke. I've never seen a big league effort like this. Casas trying to get it going. 0-1 with Story at second. The pitch is strike on the outside corner. Quickly 0-2.
Yeah, this kid Muller, a fastball, slider, curveball, changeup, and he's just, boy, last year, look at his baseball savant page. When it's all bright red, that's really good. His is all dark blue. Like first percentile in everything. Expected batting average, hard hit rate, everything.
0-2 to Casas, who singled home a run his first time. The pitch is down and away. And it's a ball and 2 strikes.
I mean, he was in 21 games last year, so it's, kind of numbers, but
Kyle
average exit velocity, first percentile, like the worst in the league.
Loud.
Nobody got hit harder.
OPS against him overall of 920. 1-2. Casas fouls it off. So in other words, Muller is not to be confused with Mulder, Mark Mulder.
No, but here's the thing, man. This is like hitting and pitching. I'm not going to make fun of him until I get knocks off him. You know, that's just the way it is. Like, you're facing some guy with like an 80 ERA. It's like, hey, listen, let's celebrate how bad he is after we put 7 or 8 runs and everybody gets a couple of knocks. Like his numbers last year, he's one of the worst pitchers in baseball. But until you start getting hits, you got to respect him out in that mound throwing 95.
This is such a perfect start to this series for the Red Sox, Lou, because you're superstitious about the overall series too, where you can see a team on paper, you can wonder what they might have, but you always say, until you come and deliver and do it, talking means nothing.
Yeah, well, you see, you played a bad team. What do? The first 3 innings put up 4 or 5. Well, they've put up 8. Like the A's right now are just thinking about getting a couple at bats and going home and trying again tomorrow.
It is 8-0, as Lou said. 1-2 the count to Tristan Casas with 2 down. Trevor Story, who drove home 2, leads at second. Here's the pitch. Casas takes outside a spinner, and it's 2-2. Mark Mulder was really good here for a long time. Made a couple all-star teams. That Hudson-Mulder-Zito triad. That was really one of the main keys to Moneyball. Having those guys, 2-2. Pitch to Casas. Swing at a chopper foul outside of first.
I do enjoy that movie. I think it's a great movie. But the fact that you don't mention Zito, Mulder, and Hudson at any point throughout it is kind of jokey.
Yeah.
Right?
That was sort of a key.
Yeah, well, listen, we're taking walks. We're going to find out different offensive people.
Hatterberg's going to play first.
Sure, who do you got in the mound? Studs. Oh, okay.
Tejada and Chavez, 2-2. Low to Casas. This is Ricky Henderson Field. We came through the Dennis Eckersley gate. We saw Eck before the game. It'll be good story time here this evening.
Oh, that's the greatest.
So much fun to see him. 8-0 in the third. Payoff pitch. Fouled off. Straight on back. This is one of those games, Lou. How about the Red Sox hitters? I mean, they know they're into the soft underbelly of the bullpen now for the A's. It's on the West Coast. It's game 5 of the season. It's 8-0. I don't think they'll have any difficulty sort of staying focused on these at-bats.
No, you won't get hungry and fat here.
3-2 is on the ground to the right side. The second baseman, Geloff, has it. He throws to first, and Tristan is retired. The Red Sox bat around. They score 5 times thanks to yet another couple errors from the Athletics. And they lead 8-0. Going to the bottom of the third, Tanner Houck took a nap in that half inning. Back to the mound after this in the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Event Ticket Center. The roar of the crowd, the thrill of the game, the beat of the drum, letting you know that you're alive. Event Ticket Center. We live for live events, concerts, theater, sports, and family fun. We have your tickets at eventticketcenter.com. Convenience you can count on. Just use promo code LOVE24 for 10% off your next purchase of $150 or more. Get your ticket today at eventticketcenter.com.
Whatever amazing things are around, they all start with because hearing helps your baby's brain develop so they can reach their full potential. If your baby fails the newborn hearing screening, learn what to do at startshere.org.
Hey everyone, this is Brett Boone. Would you know it? I've got a podcast going strong in our 4th year. Tune in as I sit down with my friends, some of the biggest names in sports, media, entertainment, for a lot of fun and in-depth conversations. As you know, baseball's been my life. It's been in the family for a long time, but it's a lot more than that here. It's sort of like taking a ride in a golf cart around a beautiful track. Join me every week for multiple episodes on the Brett Boone Podcast, available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's Fitzy from Six Rings and Football Things. It's not just a podcast, it's the 25th hour of the day. Your weekly source for all things New England Patriots, right on time. Your time. In the car, navigate the streets of the NFL offseason with wisdom in your ear. We accompany every errand you need to run. Washing the windows or vacuuming the carpets? Don't just clean, conquer. Podcasts make you more productive because we fit perfectly into your schedule. Follow Six Rings and Football Things in the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's Tanner Houck. This is the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Lawrence Butler, left-handed hitter, takes a fastball outside from Tanner Houck. 4-1. He's thrown 29 pitches, and he leads 8-0. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Cut fastball, 1-1. Sometimes it's not that easy for a starter after that long of a time in the dugout with a huge lead to stay sharp. I wouldn't imagine with Houck in his first start that'll be a problem. The 1-1 is softly on the ground, foul outside the first base line.
Yeah, no, you got to stay focused, right? I mean, this is where like the game, can be individual. I mean, it's an individual game, masquerading as a team sport.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you want to do things to help the team, but right now he's on the mound. I don't care what the score is. I got things to work on. This is my first start. I want to have a good outing. I want to show I can go deep into games. I want to show I can be a starter.
1-2. On the ground to the right side, Valdez has been really busy in this early season. He's been good. Makes that play. And there's one away.
Just thinking like Butler and now Hernandez is up there at the plate. These guys haven't got up yet. I mean, they're down 8-0. They're throwing the ball all over the ballpark. They've committed 5 errors. They got a pitching change, and they haven't got up yet. It's the first at-bat of the day.
So 2 for Darrell Hernandez, right-handed hitter. That was an awful-looking late swing. And a fastball on the first base side, 0-1. Every 4-bagger the Red Sox hit this season. Red Sox Radio Network donates $40 to Cars for Kids. We're making our donation. You should, too. 877 Cars for Kids, 0-1. Blown by him with a good slider. And it's 0-2. Alex Cora talks so much about how pleased he is with all of the buy-in he got from really the whole team on the offseason program, coming to camp, totally ready, geared up to go. And Houck is really near the top of that list, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, he got him. Great slider. Tanner's 4th strikeout the first time through the lineup, and they're 2 down.
Yeah, he's just filling the zone right now, and that's what it's all about. You talk all about guys spinning it, and he's obviously throwing a lot more fastballs given the sinker that he has, much like Bayo with his sinker. But he is just throwing strikes left and right.
See Bayo here tomorrow. He's been so efficient. 35 pitches. First trip through.
28 strikes.
Hello, here he is for the second time, Ryan Noda. He takes a slider outside, ball 1. If you're just joining us, just before 11 o'clock out east, 8-0 Red Sox, 1-0. That's a strike on the outside corner with a fastball, and it's 1-1. Sox have 8 runs on 8 hits. Oakland with only 1 knock. A shot off of Devers' chest. 1-1, swing and a miss, big rip at a slider. And it's 1-2. And Oakland has made 5 errors. It's been fun to watch Tanner throw more fastballs the first time through than all the other really Red Sox starters combined. 1-2. Swinging a ground ball toward first. It stays fair. Casas has it. He will flip underhand to the covering Houck. Easy does it. Tanner through the 3rd. So are the Sox, leading 8-0 in Oakland on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Whatever amazing things are around the corner, they all start with hearing. Because hearing helps your baby's brain develop so they can reach their full potential. If your baby fails the newborn hearing screening, learn what to do at startshere.org.
Baseball is back, basketball is heating up, and the NFL Draft is right around the corner. Listen to the latest on the teams you love with the free Odyssey app. The biggest sports radio stations in the country, providing unrivaled local coverage of their teams, all in one place. Exclusive interviews with players, coaches, and team executives, streaming live and always available on demand. Stay in the know with your favorite teams with Odyssey. AUDACY. Download the free Odyssey app today.
Get the one and done you want for your dog's monthly protection. NexGard Plus, a Foxalaner moxidectin and pyrantel chewable tablets. Protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. All in one delicious, beef-flavored soft chew. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventive. Ask your vet about NexGard Plus chews.
Kansas. Another Fork in the Road 50th Anniversary Tour, celebrating 50 years of Kansas. With all your favorites and deep cuts too. Friday, May 17th, Providence Performing Arts Center. On sale now at ppacri.org.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
To the 4th we go. 8-0 Red Sox. Tyler O'Neill against the lefty Kyle Muller, who you'd figure is going to be in there for a while, and he does his best Joe Boyle impersonation, bouncing one 8 feet in front of the plate for ball 1.
That was a 42-foot curveball.
Wow. Seeing things tonight you just don't often see in Major League games. O'Neill a little rattled by that. He's grounded short and is singled into center. 1-0. Here's the pitch. Low. It is 2-0. We've, in the third inning already, seen our 110th pitch, which is rather amazing. Brought to you by 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. 2-0. Most of those thrown by the A's. O'Neill takes a strike on the outside corner.
We're planning on maybe peaking at that in like the fifth, right? Like a normal ball game. We missed it in the top of the third.
Boyle through 84. Here's the 2-1 to O'Neill. That's a good take. He's done a lot of that. By the way, 110 Grill is an official partner of the WEEI Red Sox radio network. O'Neill's been very patient and aggressive at the same time, which is hard to do. 3-1. High drive into left center field. It might hang up, though. Back on it goes Brown. And in front of the track, Tyler just missed that. He's gone for out number one. That might sound like a contradiction. What I mean is he is selective. He has not swung at balls, but he's aggressive when he sees anything he wants to hit.
Well, he's aggressive in the zone. Yeah, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. And he's getting his hits. He's driving the baseball. Like he's doing a nice job of really shrinking the strike zone and looking for pitches to hit.
Yoshida has walked twice and scored twice. Good formula. He takes a fastball high for ball 1. Alex Cora made that point at the end of spring training that, everybody wants to see the ball in the air from Yoshida, the power numbers to go up, the slug to go up. 1-0. That is a strike on the outside corner. And Alex's point was, I just want the OPS to be a good number. And for a hitter like this, that could happen in a lot of different ways. I mean, he thinks he could be a 320 hitter. The 1-1 is soft on the ground to the first baseman. He does make a nice play here. Noda on a low hop flips to the covering pitcher. Yoshida is gone. The on base, obviously, is a key component of that, and the slug can come too.
Yeah, and it can also come because he wants him to be the 300 hitter he thinks he is. Yeah. And when you hit 310, whatever it is, that on base sometimes can be in that 380, 390 range. And he's like, it's not about the home runs. It's talking about the power, hitting the ball at the ballpark. He hit 15 last year, but can he pop 35 doubles? You can get that slug up. Obviously, it helps if you hit more homers, but...
Here is Enmanuel, who's been a voodoo artist tonight. He takes a borderline pitch for a strike. Every time he's put the ball in play, the A's have made errors.
Although he did at least get a hit out of that last one.
He did. As he should have. 0-1. Outside.
That's like, team-wise, right? You're on base twice. You scored 2 runs. Good for you. But both balls were borderline hits, right? And at least they gave him one of them.
This is something remarkable here, the 1-1. Swing and a miss. The Red Sox had all their starters get hits on opening night. Now, everyone's been on base, and the only people who don't have hits are Devers with 2 walks, Yoshida with 2 walks, and Rafaela with 2 sac flies.
Yeah.
So they're all doing it. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He blew him away, and it's the first 1-2-3 inning of the night for the A's. Muller looking pretty good there. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 8-0 Red Sox. Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hey, did you know Vistaprint prints everything a small business needs? Like if a barbershop needs signage, we print outdoor signs, posters, and banners. Or if a ballet school needs merch,
1, 2,
we print tote bags, t-shirts, hoodies, hats. Or if a coffee shop needs a total refresh,
latte for Mike?
Vistaprint designs logos and prints it on menus, mugs, paper bags, anything. Because with Vistaprint, the printabilities are endless. Print it all with 25% off for new customers with code NEW25 at Vistaprint.com.
Hey everyone, this is Brett Boone. Would you know it? I've got a podcast going strong in our 4th year. Tune in as I sit down with my friends, some of the biggest names in sports, media, entertainment, for a lot of fun and in-depth conversations. As you know, baseball's been my life. It's been in the family for a long time, but it's a lot more than that here. It's sort of like taking a ride in a golf cart around a beautiful track. Join me every week for multiple episodes on the Brett Boone Podcast, available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Baseball isn't boring.
Let's welcome in Red Sox pitcher Tanner Houck.
I think we're at pretty close to max what the human body can do. I don't know how much more we can really get out of the human body in terms of baseball pitching wise. But now I think you're gonna see, people throwing sliders at 20 horizontal at 88. MLB The Show type stuff.
Baseball isn't boring. Available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com,
an appliance and HVAC part solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
J.J. Bleday, left-handed hitter, takes strike one from Tristan Casas. A cut fastball on the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Casas rolling along through three. He's only allowed one hit. Sox lead 8-0. Swinging a hot shot inside the first base bag past the dive of Casas, and this is going to be an extra base hit for Bleday. O'Neill in right field digs it out of the corner, spins and throws back to the infield. It's a leadoff double for J.J. Bleday.
Well, Bleday is one of the guys that actually came out swinging a little bit over the weekend. 5 for 17 at 294 clip. Now 1 for 2 with a double. And, this is what I'm talking about with Howe. He was dominant for 3 innings. And he has just even all year last year. And it's like, you don't ever want him to be like, okay, I got to take the mound and go, okay, now it's the 4th. And it become mental. And start thinking about it yourself. You know what I mean? Like, we got to unlock that mindset.
That looked like a splitter. Of course, lefties are an issue at times for him. Zach Geloff takes strike one.
And I'm not saying it is a mindset. I don't know that for a fact.
Sure.
But
and in this spot, he's clearly got a pitch to the score, too.
Yeah, you do.
0-1. Pitch. Ground ball to third. Devers to his left. Nicely gloves. Plants and throws to first. Nicely done. 1 down. It is something to watch throughout the year, though, Luke, because the last thing you want for a guy like Howe, because he makes progress, is to have that become a narrative.
Yeah, and maybe not in the first 2 weeks of the season, but let's say like mid-May or so, right? End of May, you got a guy that is, 1 for 15 with runners in scoring position. And then you get up to the plate and you start pressing because you know it. People are talking about it. And for him, it was like all year last year. And really, for the last 2 or 3 years, we've been talking about this.
Here's Seth Brown, left-hander with some power. He takes outside. Slider from Houck, and that's ball 1.
You just don't want that to be like a mental block that you sort of freeze, which doesn't allow you to pitch with the freedom and let your stuff take over.
And he's got nasty stuff. Always has, the 1-0. Down and in. 4th inning brought to you by Cars for Kids. Donate your car. Help a child today. Schedule your free pickup at 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or carsforkids.com. Cars with a K, of course. It's fascinating when you compare Houck and Whitlock and their career evolutions. 2-0. Pitch. Little bit outside. That was a ball. Because we understand the way baseball works. As a pitcher, you are more valuable when you start. You give more innings, you pitch more regularly. The market just really pays big dollars for that. 3-0. That one is in there at the bottom of the zone for a strike. Whitlock and Houck both set the bar so high for themselves coming into the game as rookies in the bullpen where they were so dominant.
Yeah, made you think, what could there be as starters? We're almost year 2, year 3, still trying to figure that out.
So far, so good. 3-1. That's fouled off. On the third base side, we take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaws and the Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on Odyssey app.
3-2 to Seth Brown. 1 down in the bottom of the 4th. Red Sox leading.
Routine to a normal playing shortstop, but because of where he's playing, he has to go and catch it where he normally would positioning on a backhand, and while running towards the A's dugout, across his body, throws a strike to Casas. It's just a beautiful, underrated play that was made to look easy.
He does that a lot. Here's Brent Rooker. You know, Houck wants to keep the 0 in the run column. 8-0 to score. All right, third. Some misses inside. You know, watching Story, one of the interesting things about him, he's so athletic. He's got the big arm. He backhands almost everything. If he can, if it's kind of anywhere to his right, he will never circle around it. He prefers to just pick it with the backhand and throw. The 1-0 is ripped foul down the left field line. And you would have to think that on plays like that, that just helps him.
Yeah. A lot of guys, maybe that ball's hit to their right. They get around it, and maybe they field it on that left side of the body, set their feet, and throw the ball. He does, and he takes the right angle, so he gets to it even quicker because of that backhand, throws it on the run, and he's so accurate.
That's what makes him a freak. I mean, that and many other things. The 1-1, that's in there. Strike on the inside corner. It's so hard to do what he does and catch a ball on the run with a backhand, and while moving, your momentum going away from first base, and throw so hard and accurately. Really special ability. 1 and 2. Houck throws. Swing and a miss. He got him with a slider. That was great from Houck. And he works around a leadoff double. 8-0 Sox after 4 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
This is Matt Spiegel, and we are off and running with Season 2 of the PBP, Voices of Baseball. The very best play-by-play voices in the game talk about their craft. Hear guests like Joe Davis explain the thought process during baseball's biggest games.
You got to widen the lens. What does this home run mean?
Harper, the swing of his life! Incredible broadcasters sharing great stories from your favorite teams with new episodes weekly. Find us on the Odyssey app or wherever you find podcasts.
Baseball isn't boring.
Let's welcome in Red Sox pitcher Tanner Houck.
I think we're at pretty close to max what the human body can do. I don't know how much more we can really get out of the human body in terms of baseball pitching wise. But now I think you're gonna see, people throwing sliders at 20 horizontal at 88. MLB The Show type stuff.
Baseball isn't boring. Available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
Can you hear that? That's the sound of your engine building up damaging deposits. You know, the kind that hurt fuel economy, performance, and the longevity of your engine. And unfortunately, it starts the moment you drive it off the lot. So no matter the age of your vehicle, it's building up deposits. But here's the good news. There's a new motor oil that removes up to 100% of deposits. Introducing Valvoline Restore and Protect. It's the first and only motor oil that restores pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. That's right, 100%. Restoring your engine to run like new. Plus, Valvoline Restore and Protect is a premium full synthetic that features 79% greater wear protection than industry standards. And with continuous use, it even keeps new deposits from forming. So if you like how a new engine performs, you're going to love new Restore and Protect. Another first from Valvoline.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Cedon Rafaela leading it off, and the pitch from Muller, the lefty, is in there. 4 strike 1. Cedon took a curveball. I predicted to Lou earlier today that Cedon was going to go deep today. 0-1, 8-0 Red Sox, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He doesn't get cheated.
No. He lets it fly.
0-2. He leads off the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers, Honda Boston and Honda Burlington. 0-2. Dark skies above. That's on the inside corner. Strike 3 called.
That's something you're not going to see very much from Rafaela. Take third strike.
Muller has retired all 5 hitters he's faced.
See, you never make fun of a guy's blue page on Baseball Savant.
You were right about that. Here's Reese McGuire.
Rafaela's not taking too many fastballs down the middle for strike 3. The man swings.
So he's now 0 for 1 with a couple sac flies. Here's McGuire, who's just so hot at the plate. He singled his first time, then struck out. He takes strike 1 in the outside corner. Alex riding the hot hand here. And the Red Sox will see a lefty in Alex Wood, and Connor will be in there tomorrow. Fastball high to Reese McGuire, who really has looked good at the plate.
Yeah, he has. Ironically, you platooning these guys because lefty's going tomorrow, but McGuire hits lefties better last year Wong hit righties better last year.
So weird. The 1-1 is outside. You would think the platoon would be the exact opposite.
Yeah, given some of the numbers that we saw last year, but Reese is off to a really good start, swinging it well.
2 balls and a strike with Duran on deck. 8-0 Sox. Pitch. Hard ground ball foul outside of first. We peek in on the Subaru of New England scoreboard. Don't miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com. It's just crazy. This guy, Ronel Blanco, has thrown a no-hitter. It's his 8th major league start. Total journeyman. 2-2. Pitch in the dirt. A spot start for him.
Yeah, because of injuries.
He gets Joe Espada his first big league win on a no-hitter.
30 years old. Got to the big leagues at 28.
What a cool clubhouse that would have been tonight. I mean, a celebration for the manager getting his first win and a no-hitter.
You lost 4 straight games. Your 5th starter comes in here and throws a no-no.
He'll never forget that. 3-2 to Reese is right there again. That's a fastball. Actually, that one was a slider middle of the plate, and McGuire is gone. 3 straight strikeouts. And with 2 down, here's Jarren Duran.
Muller's trying to pitch his way into a rotation. See if he can get some length here, given what we saw from Boyle early on. They might be flip-flopping some rolls here, but they're in experimentation mode, I would imagine, trying to figure out what they got.
That's one word for it. The pitch to Jarren Duran is a slider that misses outside for ball 1.
But you hit on it, Seth Brown. All these guys getting big league opportunity, big league time here in Oakland, kind of racking it up, getting arbitration.
1-0. Strike on the outside corner.
Not a big payroll, but a lot of these guys, that's $760 a year league minimum. That's a pretty good check every 2 weeks.
2 down in the 5th. Sox 8, A's nothing. Here's the pitch. Outside. It's going to be a challenge for Mark Kotsay if this continues, which it will. I mean, they just don't have the horses to do it because, as you said so eloquently, it's an individual game masquerading as a team sport. 2-1 to Duran. The pitch, swing and a miss. It will become ever more that. As the season goes on, there's not much to play for as a team. Then it can be hard to keep guys together.
Yeah, it's frustrating too because you can't play defense. It's tough to play at this level. When you're pitchers, you're trying to develop pitchers and they're getting ground balls, plays can't be made. Trying to develop pitchers and fly balls aren't caught. It's hard to evaluate what you have.
2-2 to Jarren Duran, who's 3 for 3 today. The pitch is a check swing. He went around. And he'll be retired for the first time. Muller has struck out 4 in a row. Settling this game in a little bit for the Athletics, but too little, too late for now. 8-0 Boston halfway home. Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Get the one and done you want for your dog's monthly protection. NexGard Plus, a Foxalon or Moxidectin and Pyrantel chewable tablets. Protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. All in one delicious, beef-flavored soft chew. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventive. Ask your vet about NexGard Plus Chews.
Baseball isn't boring.
Let's welcome in Red Sox pitcher Tanner Houck.
I think we're at pretty close to max what the human body can do. I don't know how much more we can really get out of the human body in terms of baseball pitching wise. But now I think you're gonna see, people throwing sliders at 20 horizontal at 88. MLB The Show type stuff.
Baseball isn't boring. Available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
It's March, and that can mean only one thing. The madness is here. Not in front of a TV on game day? Listen to every round of NCAA March Madness live from Westwood One, free in the Odyssey app. Catch all the biggest moments of the tournament, no matter where you are. From Cinderellas,
a 15 seed will head to the Elite Eights,
to buzzer beaters.
Atkinson scores! 1.4 seconds left.
To champions.
For the 4th time!
Search for NCAA March Madness right here in the Odyssey app to get started.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cards for Kids.
KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title? No problem. Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go online at carsforkids.org to donate today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Tanner Houck in the bottom of the fifth. Another strike. First pitch to Abraham Toro. How about 56 pitches and 45 strikes? He is filling the zone. 0-1. A little bit low. Andrew Bailey has talked so often about how first pitch strikes matter for everybody. No one more than Houck. They want him to get ahead at all costs. Andrew said he has. Here's the 1-1. Grounded foul outside of first.
And probably the only starter that we've sort of kind of expected as far as usage goes. You know, he's always kind of slider above that sinker, but pretty much slider, sinker dominant, which he has been.
1-2 is outside the splinker from Yohan Duran. Happy we haven't seen that pitch
No,
yet.
but like 38% slider on the year last year and 36% sinker, and he's pretty much on both numbers.
2-2. High fly, slicing foul down the left field line. Duran gave it a look. Into the seats out of play. It's a berry. Good time to shop at Shaw's and Star Market during the Berry Bonanza. Buy two and get one free today through Thursday. Pick up 1 pound strawberries, pint blueberries, 6-ounce raspberries, or blackberries. Buy two, get one free. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Splitter. He got him. Tanner's got 6 strikeouts. He is rolling along, and there's one down in the fifth.
Yeah, and that's probably the one difference. You've seen him splitter usage go up here tonight, maybe more so than the past, and just a few less cutters. Those are usually pretty even distributed, but that split has been really good. It's been consistent, which has been an issue for him in the past. It's been fantastic.
I think we can say a couple things here with some confidence in a moment as Shea Langoliers takes a pitch inside for ball one. First of those is, I think it's likely the Devers and maybe even O'Neill will come out of the game before long. And I think it is almost a guarantee that Chase Anderson will debut tonight. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed, a slider, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, and this is what it's all about. You know, first off, everything coming together, right? Offense put up a bunch of runs. This guy Houck give you some innings.
1-1. What happened there? Time was called. Did that hit the bat?
I think it might have.
If so, it's 1-2.
And then if you can get through a game with Tanner Houck going 5, maybe even probably 6 innings here, finish the game with Chase Anderson, let him get his innings.
Night off for Winkowski and Martin and Jansen.
Night off for everybody. And this is how you keep bullpens fresh. Getting 5, getting 6 from everyone.
1-2. Way outside. I think it hit the knob of the bat, that previous pitch. Langoliers sees the count level 2-2. Tanner, one thing he does not lack is confidence, poise on the mound. He's like Gumby out there, the 2-2. Chop foul outside of third. That has been an issue in the past for him. I mean, he's got such fluid athleticism that he's kind of multi-levered on the mound where it's like my golf swing, Lou, as you saw today. When one thing is off, it's not real good.
Well, when you're 6'7", you really have to have everything in sync.
2-2. That is right there on the corner. Strike 3 called. 3 straight strikeouts for Houck. 7 overall, and they're 2 down.
Well, I tell you what, this is just sort of continuing it. And I get it. You're going to look at it and say, who are these guys hitting? But this Red Sox rotation, I mean, again, no walks here. 6 strikeouts already for Tanner. 7.
Here is Lawrence Butler. He hits one on the ground to second. Nice sliding stop by Valdez. Comes up, throws to first in time. Inning over. Another efficient, overpowering inning for Tanner Houck. We're through 5, 8-0 Red Sox in the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
This is Matt Spiegel, and we are off and running with Season 2 of the PBP, Voices of Baseball. The very best play-by-play voices in the game talk about their craft. Hear guests like Joe Davis explain the thought process during baseball's biggest games.
You got to widen the lens. What does this home run mean?
Harper, the swing of his life!
Incredible broadcasters sharing great stories from your favorite teams with new episodes weekly. Find us on the Odyssey app or wherever you find podcasts.
Baseball isn't boring.
Let's welcome in Red Sox pitcher Tanner Houck.
I think we're at pretty close to max what the human body can do. I don't know how much more we can really get out of the human body in terms of baseball pitching wise. But now I think you're gonna see, people throwing sliders at 20 horizontal at 88. MLB The Show type stuff.
Baseball isn't boring. Available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
Hi, this is Tristan Casas. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Rafi Devers leads it off in the top of the sixth inning, 8-0 Sox. He's walked twice and struck out. Pitch from Kyle Muller, outside ball one. Herb Chambers' batting order is Devers, Story, and Casas, brought to you by Herb Chambers, Honda Seacock, and Honda Westboro. 1-0. Pitch. Devers fouls it straight back. He had one to hit there. 91-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's 1-1. Joe Boyle went 2 2/3, gave up 8 hits, 8 runs. And even though 5 errors were made behind him, he didn't make pitches after the errors, so 7 of them earned. That means the only one that doesn't go on his ledger is the fly ball dropped in center field. 1-1. Here's a high drive in a deep right center field. Back at the track, at the wall, and it is caught at the wall. Man alive, right in front of the 388. In a month, in a lot of other ballparks, that's home run number 3 for Rafi, but as it is, run down by Bleday for the first out.
Yeah, he leaned into this one a little bit. You could see, too, his reaction. He wasn't sure. He started running, and this time Bleday makes a really nice catch up against that wall. Pulls it right off that wall. Wasn't going to get out. It's a double-tiered wall out there in that area in right center. But that was a nice catch by Bleday.
Here's Trevor Story, who doubled his last time, and he takes in the dirt. It probably wouldn't have been home run number 3 since he only has 1 on the year, but just feels like he's hit more. That was crushed. Not at this time of night, this time of year, though.
No.
We'll look up the old how many ballparks would that have been a bomb in. The 102 Story is high for ball 2. I don't often cite a lot of these, advanced metrics, TrackMan stats. That's one I do love. I would have to think that's gone a lot of places. 2-0 to Story is a strike on the inside corner.
Well, it was hit at 102.7 and a launch angle of 32. It's usually homers, maybe a little high. 393 home run in 10 ballparks.
2-1 is low. Do you think it's in the bullpens at Fenway?
Maybe caught the Red Sox bullpen. I think it would have avoided the triangle. Catch that pitcher's mound of the pen, that area.
3-1 to Trevor Story with 1 down. 8-0 Red Sox in the 6th. Here's the pitch. Trevor takes a strike, and that runs the count full. Trevor has doubled in 2, struck out and flied to right. Casas is out on deck. Muller throws, and it's high. Ball 4, so Trevor on base for the 2nd straight time. And he's aboard with 1 down for Tristan. Now, according to StatCast, it would not have been out at Fenway. But here's the other thing about that.
Close.
It replicates just the flight and distance, but not necessarily the conditions. Like, how do we know the air is not different on a given night at Boston? Here's Casas with 1 on and 1 out. He crushes one high and deep to right field. Is it high enough? No. Off the top of the wall, Story to 3rd, and Tristan into 2nd base with a foot-first slide. He destroyed that ball. That's out in a lot of yards, including Fenway. But here it's a wall ball double, and the Red Sox have him at 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, it was good to see. Tristan's got a couple of hits here. He comes into this one for 15, but he gets an RBI knock in the first. But both of his hits have been kind of C&I ground balls up the middle and waiting for him to really drive a baseball, and he does. He jumps all over that first pitch. Looks like they're going to just put O'Neill on first base here.
In an 8-0 game. Come on.
Hey, Kotsay still coaching, still managing.
Now batting number 7, Masataka Yoshida.
So here is the Macho Man. That was a home run and only 8 yards, actually. I mean, that is the real power alley. Fenway is one of them.
That's that area, too, where, 385 in right center. Some fly balls go to die.
Yeah, they get deep. A lot of parks there. So loaded up for Massa. The pitch is outside.
I still think Devers might have caught that bullpen.
I do, too.
I think it would have caught that pitcher's mound of the bullpen. If not, it would have been right at that wall as it shoots out to 420.
1-0 to Massa. That's outside. This is the downside, of course, of issuing the free pass to O'Neill. He got no margin for error. In some ways, though, that's kind of like a developmental challenge for Muller here. In a game you already trail in, 2-0, popped up, foul side of the plate, and it will make the seats.
Well, that's what this series is all about. I know we're reacting to what we saw in Seattle. Obviously, the pitching was fantastic. Runs per game, 3.5. That's 22nd in the league. OPS, 642. That's 22nd in the league. Average was 229 leaving Seattle. You saw some elite stuff. So here, this is where you kind of get fat and happy. Get some RBIs, get some knocks, put some runs on the board.
2-1 to Yoshida, the pitch. Swinging a chopper, foul outside. I'll tell you this, Lou. We've seen one thing in this outing, at least I think we have, that kind of explains Muller's history, and that is, the ball was caught off the bat of Devers. He has not been the same pitcher since that happened. Almost like he was shell-shocked by the loud contact. Made a lot of mistakes since. 2-2. Pitch. Swinging a hard ground ball that could be 2. It's bobbled, though, to second for 1. Over to first, not in time. A run will score. It's 9-0 Red Sox, and another defensive misplay on a tailor-made double play ball. Red Sox will take it. They lead by 9.
Yeah, it's got to be turned. Those are one of those, I keep repeating myself, we saw it many times last year where it doesn't go down as an error. But he bobbled. This ball was smoked. This was a hard barreled one hop, little short hop to him at second base, and he just couldn't glove it. Because of it, goes as another run.
Yoshida will take his second RBI. Here's Valdez. Takes a ball outside. Massa. He's sort of like Casas in a different stripe, where almost everything he does is entertaining. And the way he runs, the way he defends, and certainly the way he struggles to get his batting gloves on, his running gloves over at first. 1-0 to Enmanuel. Pitch. Swinging a high pop-up into shallow left field. Yoshida, form running around second. Coming in to make the play is Brown at third. Inning is over. Red Sox tack one on, though. 9-0 in the East Bay on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hey, it's Fitzy from Six Rings and Football Things. It's not just a podcast, it's the 25th hour of the day. Your weekly source for all things New England Patriots, right on time. Your time. In the car, navigate the streets of the NFL offseason with wisdom in your ear. We accompany every errand you need to run. Washing the windows or vacuuming the carpets? Don't just clean, conquer. Podcasts make you more productive because we fit perfectly into your schedule. Follow Six Rings and Football Things in the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's March, and that can mean only one thing. The madness is here. Not in front of a TV on game day? Listen to every round of NCAA March Madness live from Westwood One, free in the Odyssey app. Catch all the biggest moments of the tournament, no matter where you are. From Cinderellas,
a 15 seed will head to the Elite Eights,
to buzzer beaters.
Atkinson scores! 1.4 seconds left.
To champions.
For the 4th time!
Search for NCAA March Madness right here in the Odyssey app to get started.
Nothing brings the fans to their feet as when the cleanup hitter comes to the plate. And in Eastern Mass, homeowners react the same way when they see Drains by James pull up to take care of drain or sewer problems, as well as provide money-saving pipe lining solutions. Drains by James covers all the bases when it comes to giving homeowners dependable drain, sewer, and pipe service. Learn more at drainsbyjames.com. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
9-0 Red Sox in the bottom of the sixth. Tanner Houck facing Darryl Hernandez. The A's have only 2 hits in this game. He takes sinking fastball off the plate and outside for ball 1. Tanner has just been a machine tonight. 1-0. Strike on the inside quarter. It means I need to consult my favorite new website, Live Baseball Scorecards, to tabulate how many first pitch strikes Tanner has thrown. A lot of them. The 1-1 is fouled off on the first base side. This is the beauty of this night, Lou. I actually probably only have to count the first pitch balls because there are fewer of them.
He's been locked in, filling it up. 70 pitches now, 53 strikes. Oof.
Here's a pitch that swung on and missed, and he got him. So Tanner, now with 8 strikeouts, he has seen 18 hitters and thrown a first pitch strike to 12 of them.
Well, we're at the point now where one time through the rotation, what are we up to? 1 walk and 35 strikeouts?
That will do it. In, let's see, now 27 1/3 innings. Here's Ryan Noda, left-hander. Strike 1 on the inside corner. Another first pitch splitter, and another first pitch strike.
Me and you just making things up. I'll take the slitter.
He can call whatever he wants. Here's the 0-1. That one misses outside.
You got the slitter, and I got the slinker. Eventually, those will somehow be pitches in the game of baseball, right? They will be. I'm coming up with everything else.
Here's a fastball that's high, and it's 2-1.
It was funny. I looked down that bullpen. There's one guy that's moving and stretching and twisting and turning, and it's Chase Anderson.
Shocker.
And we will see him whether they let Houck go 6 or 7.
2-1. That's in there. He's got it all going. I mean, a slider right on the corner, and it's 2-2. 8 strikeouts, 2 hits, no walks. What a first turn through the rotation. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Awesome splitter. Splinker. 2 away. Wow.
Yeah, and I listen, I get it. You got to mention the lineup. However, a very similar lineup last year where Brian Bayo came here and got absolutely shredded, right? I mean, it happens. So you have to go out there and execute, throwing strikes, and he is.
Here's a high line drive in a left center field, and that's down for the A's third hit. Duran plays it on one hop, and J.J. Bleday has a knock. He stays hot, and Houck will face Geloff with a man aboard and 2 down.
Yeah, Bleday swinging at 7th hit now on the season, 7 for 20. It's a pretty good start for him.
Geloff has one of the other hits. That's the one that took a bite out of Devers' chest. Pitch is low. You'd like this to stay right where it is. I do think 9-0 after 6 innings. Maybe Alex waits through 7, but I think he can start taking some of the guys who are feeling things out of the game. 1-0. How throws right in there.
Well, the beauty of it is these guys are giving you 5 and 6, but they're being efficient with it. Like, he's sitting there now on 80 pitches. So you know how it is in April. It's like if you can get 80, 85 pitches, but 6 innings, I think you take it and you kind of continue to try to build off that.
1-1. Low and outside. Sinker. 2 balls and a strike.
You know, sometimes they put pitch counts, right? We've seen in the past in the month of April. It's just at 70 to 80, 85 pitches, sometimes it's 4 innings. And now you go to your bullpen. Well, these guys are giving you, 5 a couple times, and looks like maybe 6 here, a few more.
2-1. That's in there on the corner. Good slider. 2-2. 9-0 Red Sox in the bottom of the 6th inning. Get you the Subaru New England scoreboard when time allows. Houck sets the 2-2. He got him. 10 strikeouts for Houck. He is dominant in Oakland. And it's 9-0 Red Sox after 6 on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Network.
Baseball is back, basketball is heating up, and the NFL Draft is right around the corner. Listen to the latest on the teams you love with the free Odyssey app. The biggest sports radio stations in the country, providing unrivaled local coverage of their teams, all in one place. Exclusive interviews with players, coaches, and team executives, streaming live and always available on demand. Stay in the know with your favorite teams with Odyssey. AUDACY. Download the free Odyssey app today.
Baseball isn't boring.
Let's welcome in Red Sox pitcher Tanner Houck.
I think we're at pretty close to max what the human body can do. I don't know how much more we can really get out of the human body in terms of baseball pitching wise. But now I think you're going to see, people throwing sliders at 20 horizontal at 88. MLB The Show type stuff.
Baseball isn't boring. Available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
No matter where you're headed, Citgo is a good place to start. Whether you're off to the ballpark, dog park, or amusement park, driving range or drive-in theater, Saturday morning soccer or Sunday brunch, Citgo top-tier Tri-Clean gasoline gets you where you're going and keeps your engine running cleaner and smoother along the way. Whether you're traveling near or far, when you start with Citgo, you're good to go.
Create your own home paradise with a soothing new hot tub, year-round pool, or sauna from New England Spas, the in-the-tub injury sponsor of the Red Sox radio pregame. They're in Natick, Norwell, Auburn, in Soon Warwick, or at nespas.com.
You're listening to The Sox
on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Cedar Rafaela takes first pitch fastball for strike on the outside corner. It is 9-0 Red Sox in the top of the seventh. Rafaela, McGuire, and the Duran scheduled. 0-1. Strike on the inside corner. That's the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge Ram of Danvers and Millbury. Tanner Houck is done. He's all smiles, and why not? Rafaela takes one in the dirt. He went 6 shutout innings, allowing only 3 hits, and Lou continuing a dominant run for the starting pitchers.
It really is. We're talking about 4 earned runs now in 28 innings pitched.
1.29 ERA.
5 starts. They've given up 4 earned runs.
1-2. And 2 of them on opening night. This is high. So in the last 4 starts, 2 earned runs.
That is off the charts. And more importantly, 1 walk, 37 strikeouts. First time through the rotation.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Rafaela, 2 sac flies and 2 strikeouts now. And with one down, here's Reese McGuire. It's been outrageous. What a cool thing this is for Andrew Bailey to come back to the ballpark where he broke out as a major league reliever. A couple all-star seasons in his first 2 here with the A's. He saw so many familiar faces here today. Now he's leading this incredible resurgence. It's early, but it's impressive as McGuire fouls one off. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and all that talk about spin, too. I mean, last year, Tanner Houck, 30% sinkers. Today, 36%. Yeah. So, I mean, he actually upped that fastball usage a bit. So he actually attacked with the fastball. It was fantastic. Used that slider just as much.
0-1 is high in the air into left field. Seth Brown coming in. He'll get there and make the play. 2 down. I think we do know that the Red Sox are going to throw more spinning pitches with 2 strikes. We know that, and we know that they're going to lean on certain guys who spin it as their real specialty. But maybe the real extreme numbers in the first series had some to do with the fact that the Mariners don't hit spin very well.
And guys like Bayo still threw his sinker at 40% rate, so the power sinkers of Bayo and Houck still played.
Here's Jarren Duran, who chops one up the middle. The shortstop Hermes has it. He throws to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 7th. Stretch time in Oakland. By the way, don't miss the Subaru of New England. A lot to love. Event details at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Stretch time. 9-0 Sox. Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Network.
It's March, and that can mean only one thing. The madness is here. Not in front of a TV on game day? Listen to every round of NCAA March Madness live from Westwood One, free in the Odyssey app. Catch all the biggest moments of the tournament, no matter where you are. From Cinderella's.
A 15 seed will head to the Elite Eights.
to buzzer beaters.
Atkinson scores! 1.4 seconds left.
To champions.
For the fourth time.
Search for NCAA March Madness right here in the Odyssey app to get started.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When I set out to build our firm, it was built for greatness. It was built for you. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Today, Morgan & Morgan has more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. If you or anyone in your family has been injured, call America's largest injury law firm. Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Is it time for a new kitchen? Visit the CCL Homescape Showroom in Abington. Discover Schrock Cabinetry at our newly renovated kitchen showroom. Whether you're looking for designer-inspired color or intelligent storage, Schrock is your trusted brand and comes with a limited lifetime warranty. You create the kitchen of your dreams with our kitchen designers. Visit the CCL showroom in Abington or go online to cclco.com and start your Schrock Dream Kitchen journey today. CCL is proud to be 100% employee-owned.
Kansas. Another Fork in the Road 50th Anniversary Tour, celebrating 50 years of Kansas. With all your favorites and deep cuts too. Friday, May 17th, Providence Performing Arts Center. On sale now at ppacri.org.
This is Alex Cora. You are listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Seth Brown to lead it off against Chase Anderson, making his Red Sox debut. He's got a chance for a save. It's probably the plan to try to get him through the last 3 innings of this game. 9-0 Sox. Chase throws. And a strike at the bottom of the zone. First pitch change up to Brown. At least that's what they have it as on the board, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, it's his big pitch to lefties.
Here's a ground ball foul outside of first.
He got a fastball, change up we just saw there, cutter and a sweeper. The sweeper's pretty much for righties. Lefties just be that change up four-seamer cutters, and about 93 in the tank.
218 big league games. 0-2. Milwaukee, Toronto, Philadelphia, Cincinnati, Tampa, Colorado. Looper into shallow center field. Coming on is Rafaela, and on the gallop, he's there to make the catch. One down. Look, Lou, we account for the opponent here, this A's team, not nearly the quality of the Seattle Mariners. But I could make a case that right there with Pivetta, what Tanner Houck did tonight was the most impressive start of the first time through.
It was fantastic. He gave you 6. A debate whether he can go 6. I know, like you said, the lineup maybe not the most challenging.
Brent Rooker takes the ball.
Filled the zone. Listen, first time through the order, you got guys go 6 innings 3 times and 5 innings twice. It's all Cora could really want and ask for.
0-1 outside. He asked for 25 and got 3 more.
Yeah. 5 a night. Keep that bullpen going. You got a guy like this right here, and Anderson has been a starter in his career out in that bullpen, kind of give you length, try to close it out, and hopefully not need anybody else the rest of this game.
9-0 Red Sox, 1-1. Anderson throws, and Rooker fouls it off. That took a bite out of McGuire. Oh, no. Well, that hit him in the worst possible spot, which is not good at all. It's awful, but it's better than if he was grabbing at one of his exposed hands. And Brandon Henry comes out. He's doubled over. Alex Cora joins in. Connor Wong quickly in the dugout, starting to look for some of his gear. And that is just awful for Reese McGuire.
Yeah, I didn't see him, so it got him in the bad spot.
I think so.
Because I wasn't sure. I thought maybe it might have got him like that, like kneecap, like right above the knee.
Now, he is on his knees, crouched over behind home plate. Again, Brandon Henry and Reese are there, and they're smiling, so I think that's what happened.
It's funny because they're smiling and laughing, you have a better understanding of where he was hit. Like the joy that a man gets from watching another man hit in that spot is amazing to me. But it's so true. If it was in his kneecap, they'd be concerned.
They would.
But because it hit him where it hit him, we all have a nice laugh.
He's not
right?
laughing.
And you wouldn't be laughing. I wouldn't be if it was done to me, but they are hysterically
And now Cora again is
laughing.
giggling in the dugout.
I mean, it's hysterical how funny it is to another man when we know how much it hurts.
Some things.
It's just not right.
Mm-hmm. Bottom of the 7. 9-0 Red Sox. 1 out, base is empty. Anderson throws, and a high fly into right field. Tyler O'Neill toward the line, way over. Looking up into the pitch black sky by the bullpen is there. And a 2 down. The 7th inning sponsored by Sherwin-Williams, exclusive Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus program to help you grow and manage your paint business. Of course, it's easy to laugh from up here.
Yeah.
But they're laughing in the dugout, too.
Man, Ramon Vasquez having a good chuckle, Andy Fox.
I mean, these guys are in their 40s.
Well, they all played. Those days are probably over. So
here's Abraham Toro from the left side, and Anderson misses with a changeup, ball 1.
And trust me, because you see players in the dugout, maybe they're not laughing because they're still playing. And it could happen to them next inning. Baseball
they don't want to tempt
gods.
fate. The 1-0 is fouled back.
Yeah, the baseball gods will get you. The coaches, their careers are over. Like, they're done. So they're not at risk anymore, hopefully. Although Foxy over at first base, you better be careful. You never know.
Tech next to Alex on the first base side, breaking ball outside. Tech is the kind of guy, it wouldn't surprise me if he still wore a cup.
Yeah, I don't know. Was Tech laughing? Because he might be like,
I've been there.
I've been there. I'm not
Too many times.
Yeah,
no, he's not.
No.
He takes outside, does Toro, 3-1. That's a good point.
Yeah, Tech's not laughing. The other ones just think it's hysterical.
2 down in the 7th. 9-0 Red Sox. Chase Anderson throws. High fly foul. Out of play.
It's so bad.
You can laugh when it's 9-zip, right?
You laugh when it's not you.
Tech is always working. He's got the binder. 3-2. In there, strike 3 called. How about that? Chase Anderson, 3 up, 3 down with a little pain for Reese McGuire sprinkled in. Everybody having fun here at Oakland. Now it's Andy Fox's turn to giggle. 9-0 through 7 on the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Network.
Baseball isn't boring.
Let's welcome in Red Sox pitcher Tanner Houck.
I think we're at pretty close to max what the human body can do. I don't know how much more we can really get out of the human body in terms of baseball pitching wise. But now I think you're going to see, people throwing sliders at 20 horizontal at 88. MLB The Show type stuff.
Baseball isn't boring. Available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
Baseball is back, basketball is heating up, and the NFL Draft is right around the corner. Listen to the latest on the teams you love with the free Odyssey app. The biggest sports radio stations in the country, providing unrivaled local coverage of their teams, all in one place. Exclusive interviews with players, coaches, and team executives, streaming live and always available on demand. Stay in the know with your favorite teams with Odyssey. AUDACY. Download the free Odyssey app today.
Hey baseball fans, Will Fleming here. Are you tired of your home siding striking out? Enter AZEK Exteriors, the #1 brand with pros for premium exterior trim and the ultimate pinch hitter against rot and ongoing maintenance. Introducing AZEK's new bevel and shake siding, engineered to withstand the toughest weather conditions. With AZEK, you can achieve the classic beauty of traditional cedar siding, but without all the ongoing maintenance. Stay ahead of the game with siding from AZEK Exteriors. Visit azekexteriors.com to order samples and learn more today.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for less. And for a limited time, new customers receive their second month free when they sign up and use promo code MONTHFREE by May 31st. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Devers to lead it off in the top of the 8th. 9-0 Red Sox. Remind you to stay tuned for the Nissan post-game show. Action all the time at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event, nissanusa.com today. It's all smiles in the dugout as Rafi just missed that one. High pop-up on the left side. He is not happy, as you can hear. He doesn't do everything in English, but he does curse in his second language. And he on one pitch is retired. I mean, this is how you want it to go on the West Coast. You earn a hard split in Seattle. You come here, you're feasting on this A's team, and this is the kind of trip almost halfway done the Red Sox dreamed of, trying to bond and get something positive going. Here's Trevor's Story, and he rips one into center field. It will hang up. I think they made some defensive changes. That is not Blade anymore. Trevor hit that one right on the screws. That's a good sign, but he is retired. They're 2 down. And now Bobby Dahlbeck is on to hit for Tristan Casas. It's interesting. I thought O'Neill would come out of the game before he did. I think Pablo Reyes may go in for defense. We'll see. Two down, bases empty. Dahlbeck, who would be like the third best player on the Athletics, takes a pitch off the plate for ball one.
It's a good spot for him, too. You know, you're going to pinch hit for him at times, maybe against the lefty. Give him that bat here.
Tyler Nevin is now in left field for the Athletics. Seth Brown has gone to right field. And I think Butler's in center. It's interesting. Here's the 2-0, and that is a strike to Dahlbeck, 2-1. So they only want Nevin to play left field and Brown to play a corner. And so Butler goes into center. Here's the 2-1. That is a strike, borderline pitch.
With you, I thought maybe Dahlbeck might go in for Devers, get him off his feet. Tyler O'Neill is on deck. That may be Abreu. We'll see what happens here. Maybe if they bring that right in, you might see Abreu hit next inning, but
must have some Bobby D fans in the house. They did not like that call. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul on the first base side. That is out of play. It is a very good time to shop at Shaw's and Star Market during the Berry Bonanza. Get 2, buy 2, get 1 free. Easy for me to say. Today through Thursday, pick up a pound of strawberries, a pint of blueberries, 6 ounces of raspberries or blackberries. Buy 2, get 1 free. Look out. Foul ball straight back. There are way more right now, way more Red Sox fans than A's fans here.
Oh, sure. I mean, I'll put the number here at about, 4,200.
Yeah, they announced 6 something. There aren't that many here.
No, maybe 3,700.
2-2. Broken bat foul outside of third. How could you come here as an A's fan? The way that this organization has treated them over and over again, the way they've let this ballpark run into disrepair, and the fact that, oh, by the way, they've announced a move to Vegas.
Yeah, it's tough spot, and it's not like you're moving to Vegas overnight either. It's like a 4-year wait. Last year you're in this ballpark. This year you're in this ballpark. Just rip the Band-Aid off is one thing, but it's going to take 4 years to move.
2-2. Fouled straight back. Bobby is battling. 9-0 Red Sox. 2 down in this top of the 8th inning. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show. All action all the time at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event, nissanusa.com. You can get a good seat if you're a Sox fan here. 2-2 is fouled back. And this is an epic at-bat from Dahlbeck. He's fouled off at least 4 in a row. Two and 2. That one's in the dirt. Bobby working it, and now the count is full.
Good AB here. This is where we start talking about being like individual selfish, right? I don't care what the score is. You're going to give me an at-bat against a lefty. It's important for me to put a good at-bat together. You can't give anything away. And just like to see him finish this at-bat off.
11th pitch of the AB, 3-2. He got him. Swing and a miss at a good slider. After all that, the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 9-0 Red Sox in Oakland. Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hey, it's Fitzy from 6 Rings and Football Things. It's not just a podcast, it's the 25th hour of the day. your weekly source for all things New England Patriots, right on time. Your time. In the car, navigate the streets of the NFL offseason with wisdom in your ear. We accompany every errand you need to run. Washing the windows or vacuuming the carpets? Don't just clean, conquer. Podcasts make you more productive because we fit perfectly into your schedule. Follow Six Rings and Football Things in the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sox fans, the boys of summer are back, and the future is here.
Casas absolutely obliterated that ball.
Jarren Duran leading off with a home run.
With the free Odyssey app, you can catch every Devers blast with Hall of Fame Joe on the call.
Another opposite field home run for Raffy Devers.
Your soundtrack to summer is on Boston Sports Original with every Sox game live on the Odyssey app with WEEI. Download it today. AUDACY. Live games available for fans in market only.
At Enterprise, we know you're constantly on the move. Getting this?
Thanks, Mom.
Fixing that. You reach a destination. And then it's on to the next. And when life is moving at the speed of, well, life, Enterprise is right there with you. Around the corner and around the globe. We'll keep you moving forward. Enterprise. For lives in drive.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Shea Langoliers walks up to the most ironic song of all time here in Oakland. Must Be the Money. And here, it certainly is the lack thereof. SA's team has made 5 errors. They trail 9-0. The Red Sox have done an amazing thing the first time through their rotation. Here's Langoliers, and he pops the first pitch back behind home plate. McGuire has a ton of room. Will it stay in the yard? Yes, but off the top of the padded wall and out of play. Reese really gave that one a good look. Just out of his reach, strike one. So, again, the Red Sox, 5 starters, 28 innings. They allowed 4 earned runs. They struck out 37 and walked 1. Amazing.
Kind of a historic start here, the first 5 games.
0-1. That's outside. We got to check the old Twitter sphere. This is the kind of thing that people like our pal Justin Long track and others about where they rank historically for that. The 1-1 is swung on and missed by a slider. And it's 1-2.
Well, they already coming into this game, they were the 3rd team since at least 1901 to have 45-plus strikeouts and 6 walks or fewer over the first 4 games. The Astros in 19, the Rangers in 2013. Those numbers have gone up now.
1-2, skied into center field. Out on it goes Valdez. In comes Rafaela. And he's there to make the play. By the way, with now 1 away, Wilyer Abreu is in right field. Duran moves to left. Or he was already in left, I should say. But I think it's actually encouraging. Rafi's still in the game.
Yeah, especially him dealing with that shoulder. Like if it was any concern, you probably would have pulled him out. Thought Dahlbeck might go to 3rd. Instead, he's at 1st.
He stayed in as Lawrence Butler takes a strike on the outside corner. Duran in left, 3 hits, 2 steals, 5 for the season. Here's a pitch that's outside. And it is 1-1. I keep forgetting he has 3 steals tonight and 5 for the year. Speed report brought to you by Verizon, the 1-1. Swing and a miss. That's a good changeup. Save big when you switch to the network Boston relies on. Head to your local Verizon store and check out the latest deals. I mean, Casas crushed a ball. Now Story has tonight. 3 hits for Duran. A lot of good things happening. 1-2. The pitch outside. It is a really fun warm-up routine that Chase Anderson goes through. I've never seen anybody do what he does.
Throwing the ball up against the wall, and then catching it behind his back.
Behind his own back.
Those weighted balls in the right field corner.
2-2. He blew him away. Playing off the change. That cutter gets Butler. That is the Red Sox 12th team strikeout. Second for Anderson, and the PA announcer's not lost any enthusiasm with some gusto announcing Daryl Hernandez.
Oh, she's fired up.
Yeah. How hard would it be to call the games for this team? I mean, yeah, it's the big leagues, but my goodness. Pitch is fouled off on the first base side, especially nights like this.
Yeah, well, it's tough, too. When you think about it, we were talking about on the ride over here, you go to Seattle, good crowds, 4 games, you split. West Coast trip. Felt like you've been on the road now for months.
Here's a pitch that is on the corner, 0-2.
And you come to a ballpark that, trying to get used to the time. Hopefully now at this point you are 4 or 5 days into this trip, but you show up and there's 3,000, 3,500 people in the stands. They talk about self-motivating and got to get yourself fired up to play and stay focused.
No issue tonight. Anderson, long wait. Here's the 0-2. High fly down the right field line. Long run for Abreu, and it's foul. Dahlbeck gave it chase, too. Sort of in the Bermuda Triangle. There are a lot of those here in this yard. Stays 0-2. Bobby just throwing into the upper deck for some Red Sox fans. Sure. If you want to get a souvenir.
I was going to say 2 people were fighting for it.
4th team in MLB history with 5 starts of 5 or more innings, less than 1 walk total, and less than 2 earned runs. Amazing. 0-2, got him swinging. Chase Anderson continues the party on the mound. This has been an easy one. By the Bay, 9-0. Going to the 9th on the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Network.
Hey everyone, this is Brett Boone. Would you know it? I've got a podcast going strong in our 4th year. Tune in as I sit down with my friends, some of the biggest names in sports, media, entertainment, for a lot of fun and in-depth conversations. As you know, baseball's been my life. It's been in the family for a long time, but it's a lot more than that here. It's sort of like taking a ride in a golf cart around a beautiful track. Join me every week for multiple episodes on the Brett Boone Podcast, available on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Kansas. Another Fork in the Road 50th anniversary tour, celebrating 50 years of Kansas. With all your favorites and deep cuts too. Friday, May 17th, Providence Performing Arts Center. On sale now at ppacri.org.
Get the one and done you want for your dog's monthly protection. NexGard Plus, a Foxalon or Moxidectin and Pyrantel chewable tablets. Protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. All in one delicious, beef-flavored soft chew. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventive. Ask your vet about NexGard Plus chews.
It's Tyler O'Neill. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Wilyer Abreu will get his first debut of the ballgame. He's trying to shake off Seattle. He did get a base hit in his final at-bat, and he'll see a new pitcher, Michael Kelly. Right-hander who pitched in 14 games with the Cleveland Guardians. A year ago, here is Abreu from the left side. The pitch, high with a fastball. And it's 1-0. So Abreu, Yoshida, and Valdez in the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers, Alfa Romeo, Boston, Millbury, and Warwick. 1-0. Pitch. Outside to Abreu. Ball 2.
This is where you like to see him light it up.
Yeah.
The hard contact we were used to. We saw it the last at-bat in Seattle. Fastball right here, 2-0.
Here it is. Swing and a high drive down the right field line. Way gone if fair, but foul.
Still.
He let it eat.
That's what you want to see. It's just that there's been so much swing and miss on fastballs in the zone from Abreu. Even going back to spring training, that 2-0, good fastball count. Obviously, he got one.
He was geared
contact.
up.
Sure.
2-1. There's a strike on the outside corner. He went with a slider, and it's 2-2. Chase Anderson has now twice retired this side, which is brought to you by AZEC, our new friends.
Chase Anderson likes the A's. I think a lot of people like the A's. Well, he had 3 career games against them, 1.45 ERA.
2-2. Abreu checks his swing. That went down and in. Brought to you by AZEK Exteriors, featuring new AZEK Bevel and Shake siding, engineered to deliver classic beauty, but without all the maintenance. Visit azekexteriors.com. 3-2. Foul ball. Have you heard the guy doing the AZEK spots on our air?
I tell you, it fires me up. It makes me want to get it. Because he's so good, so smooth.
We leave the groceries to you and exterior homework to me. Like, you're so good. It's a very good time. 3-2, ball 4, up and in to a break. I loved how on the Easter one, Lou, you said hop on in.
Well, I tell you, number one, yeah, it's a great place for Easter because you get your one-stop shopping. But nothing gets me more excited than the berry bonanza at Shaw's. I do. I love my berries.
You do?
Raspberries, strawberries. I'm not a blackberry guy. My wife likes those.
Too many seeds for you?
Yeah, raspberry and strawberry. So
Yoshida outside. Are you a
love the berry bonanza
yogurt granola person in the morning?
No, not so much.
No,
but I'm a berry guy. I'm fruits and veggies, or fruits rather in the morning.
It shows.
Yeah.
Showed on your 2 back 9 birdies earlier this afternoon as Yoshida takes a ball outside 2-0.
You had 2 on the back, 9-2. We got a couple birdies each. We played well in the back.
Oh, let's not talk about my front 9, please. Barely started with a 4. Horrendous. But we woke up 2-0. Chop foul outside of first, and there's a chance. We might get back out there tomorrow.
Might be somewhere special.
Mm-hmm.
We're waiting till tomorrow night's broadcast to find out where.
Perhaps a place that has hosted a couple U.S. Opens.
Tu sabe.
2-1 to Massa. High fly. Out of play on the third base side, and it is 2-2.
Oh, and by the way, a little update.
Yeah.
From the Casa.
Yeah.
I go away for a while. My wife gets bored, and she sent me a video. And
more homework.
No, she ripped off what's it called again? You know, the granite countertop and the little trim that goes above it all the way around?
Oh, yeah, the splash.
Yeah, she ripped it off.
Here's the 2-2, and it's on the ground foul outside of first. Backsplash.
You know that, like, old comics thing, you can't stop a woman from shopping? I can't stop my woman, my wife, from doing construction in
Remodeling.
the house. Remodeling.
Tearing stuff up, putting it back together.
She's like, I never liked it in the first place. I'm just going to bring the tile all the way down. I'm like,
so awesome.
Okay.
2-2. Pitch. Swing and a chopper. I did not know she was this handy.
Oh, yeah, no, she's something else.
Which is good since you can't do a screw or even hammer a nail.
I don't even know where I would start half of the project she does.
Now, of all the things you've told me she can do, not that it would look great, I think I could probably pull off some tiling. The 2-2 is on the ground to the right side. The second baseman, Geloff, has it. Spins to second for 1, and that's all they can get. It wasn't hit all that hard. Abreu cut down at second. I mean, look, it would be horrendous. There'd be more grout between certain ones and others. But that, at least I can conceptualize that idea.
Yeah.
But like ripping out walls, replacing electric components, plumbing, no shot, none.
No, plumbing's a good one.
Here's Manuel Valdez. He takes a spinner for strike 1 on the outside corner.
Taking down walls, building LVLs, and then finishing it. I don't even know what
to the approval of contractors. Here's a swing and a miss by Valdez, and it's 0-2.
One of the guys came to check it out and wanted to hire.
Laminated veneer lumber is an LVL, I guess. I have no idea what any of this stuff is. Used for headers, beams, rim board.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure. 0-2. He got him. Big swing and a miss. Valdez is frustrated with himself there. He is gone, and we take 10 seconds for station ID on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Cedon Rafaela, 2 down in the top of the ninth. The pitch is skied into center field, but off the end of the bat. He will not go yard tonight. Rafaela is gone. Drove in a couple of runs, but he and the Red Sox are retired at the top of the ninth. Chase Anderson to the mound, looking for his first major league save in a 9-0 game. Bottom 9 next. Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Once again, it looks like Herb Chambers has an exceptional lineup this season. The automotive hometown hero offers the largest selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs in New England. With so many Herb Chambers dealership locations featuring 35 brands, you'll find the exact vehicle you're looking for. Choose from thousands of different new and pre-owned vehicles. And at Herb Chambers, you always get more for your trade. Because at Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Visit herbchambers.com to view our entire inventory today.
Lou Maloney here for my friends at Shaw's and Star Market. Now, when I'm on the road with the team, the one way I help at home is by ordering groceries for our family online with the Shaw's and Star Market deals and delivery app. They have them ready at curbside, and they'll deliver them right to my front door. I can see how much money I save, and we all love that. Just visit shaws.com or starmarket.com. You can choose free curbside pickup or delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, make them the MVP of your family, too. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Dick's Sporting Goods believes that sport has the power to change lives. As voice of the Red Sox, I've seen that time and time again. And now Dick's is opening the completely reimagined House of Sport at Prudential Center, featuring a rock wall, a multi-sport cage, and golf hitting bays, bringing new experiences, new services, and the best selection from the top brands to a new place Boston can call home. Dick's House of Sport at Prudential Center. Join us for our grand opening celebration April 19th through 21st.
Spring is the season to find stuff. We're not going there. We're going here at findmassmoney.gov to see if you have money coming to you that you may not even know about. See if your name's on the list at findmassmoney.gov.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
3 outs to go from an overwhelming victory in Oakland. The Red Sox lead 9-0. As Chase Anderson, I lied. He does have one save. It happened in his first appearance May 3rd last year, and it was another one like this. 3 innings and an 8-1 Tampa Bay win. Here is Ryan Noda from the left side. Anderson throws. Swing and a miss. It is a triviality, but I guarantee you Andrew Bailey and the staff, they want to keep the shutout alive. Sure. The first of the year. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That changeup is a weapon. It looks good, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, it's a good little cut slider, first pitch, swing over, then a good changeup. His fastball going to sit around 93, 94. And really, his role is you got a guy like Winkowski and give you multiple innings in that high leverage spot, protecting the lead in that 6th, 7th inning. And Anderson, you have to use him too much. A night like this is perfect.
0-2, check swing, high and outside.
So you use him in this type of game in a blowout to get a 3-inning save and save the rest of your bullpen, or you're going to have that night where your starter doesn't have it. 4 2/3, you go to this guy to maybe give you 3.
Sure. Here's a foul ball on the third base side. This place has just totally come apart. They've invested so little money in upkeep, much less enhancements and improvements. You often see standing water around. The 1-2 is ripped down the right field line, but foul. We've heard about the plumbing issues in the clubhouses and dugouts. I saw some TV cables sitting in standing water, a little dangerous down in the dugout. And I learned today this ballpark is 22 feet below sea level.
Seems like a problem.
It has led to some. 1-2. Pitch. Little excuse me base hit into left field. He tried to stop his swing and couldn't, and he gets a knock out of it. Bloop into left field. So, leadoff hit for the second time tonight for the A's. Noda is aboard. He'll tell his grandkids that was a line drive into the gap, and here is J.J. Bleday.
Sure was. Nice little check swing, but you happen to get in the barrel at the right angle. Looks like a little line drive to left field.
So, like, you don't have a backsplash now? It's just the same tile goes all the way down?
Yeah, actually, it's just nothing's there right now.
Sure, she'll match it and pick it. Here's Tyler Nevin for the first time, batting for Bleday, and he takes strike one on the outside corner.
But then I'm going to have this, the granite strip that went around. I need a dumpster.
In the driveway at all times.
Every man needs a dumpster.
Is a cue shot going to be a hard try for Valdez to his left. He gloves and throws to first. In time, actually, in the end. That's pretty routine play. Had a little more juice on it than I thought. Nevin is gone. Noda is at second base. And just to underscore the pitching dominance, this is only the second time all night the Athletics have had a runner at second base. Blade in the fourth inning got there and then moved to third on a ground down.
Yeah, lead-off double. That really the only kind of trouble Houck was in, lead-off double, but he ended up getting out of it.
Here's Zach Geloff, right-handed hitter. He chops one to the left side. Devers will cut in front of Story on the run. That was beautiful. He throws to first in time. It's been a great combo, 2 down. And, for all the talk, Lou, of how much more comfortable Raffy is because Devers sees Story to his left, he does not hesitate to do that and get what's his.
Yeah, and, honestly, I still think it's more of a mental thing, this whole thing of having this guy to your left. As a third baseman, you're not going to not go get balls to your left because you're shortstop. You're going to go get everything. I think it's just more of the mentally, the stability that Story brings with him day to day defensively. I think that sort of wears off.
One out from a shutout. Seth Brown, the last hope. He rips one foul on the first base side.
It's like, well, you got Story to your left, and it's going to make his life easier. Well, he's not going to just not go after him. Well, I don't buy that.
Runner at second with 2 down. 0-1. Red Sox leading 9-0 in the ninth. The pitch fouled off, and Boston is 1 strike away from their first shutout of the year. It certainly doesn't hurt, though, to have a potential Gold Glove shortstop to your left.
Yeah, and really, if he doesn't move well, he ranges really well to his right. He doesn't move well to his left. I guess Story can be there and make a play.
0-2. High fly foul. Now to play, unsurprisingly, Andrew Bailey back in this ballpark is all smiles. He should be. What a job they've done the first time through. 0-2. Playing him to pull on the infield. Here's the pitch. Ooh, where did that miss? Maybe a little low, a changeup, but a good pitch.
Yeah,
it's 1-2.
Anderson about to make his 40th pitch, and that was something too. Cora was talking about maybe trying to make sure we can try to get him stretched out. That's why it's a perfect night like this. You never know. That spot start, he's still a guy that can do that.
1-2, the pitch. Little cue shot to third. Devers has it. Crow hop, throw to first, in time, ball game over. The Red Sox demolish the A's. 9-0 the final. 3 hits for Duran, 6 dominant innings for Tanner Houck. The starting rotation, what a start to the season. Sox with their first shutout of the year, and they crushed the A's 9-0.
He came out and kind of did exactly what you need to do against a team like this, and that's put up a bunch of runs early. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 5 in that third to put this game away, and then just sort of cruised after that. And if you could dominate the first 3 innings against a team like this, that's usually what happens in the end. Cruise to a victory.
A place that has not often worked this well for this ball club. They are now 3-2 on this long season opening West Coast road trip. And Tanner Houck certainly right there among the biggest stories of this ball game. Just to reiterate, the Red Sox, 1 time through the rotation, get 28 innings from their starting pitchers. They allow 4 earned runs. They strike out 37, and they walk 1. Just absolutely dominant stuff on the mound, and they did it in an overwhelming way here tonight. Red Sox win this thing in Oakland 9-0. They just jumped all over the Athletics from the jump with some defensive help from the home team. Sox 9 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. The A's, no runs, 4 hits, and they made 5 errors. Houck the winner, Boyle the loser, and Chase Anderson gets his first Red Sox save and the second of his career. Tanner, really dominant from the jump, struck 10 over 6 shutout innings, and then handed it. You just couldn't have Lou for much.
Maybe you're going to throw some shade on it, given that lineup, and I get it, you got to mention it, right? But still, first outing, I need 6 from you, which is exactly what he does. He went out there and just dominated this team. He pounded the strike zone. He was fantastic.
And now we got Reese McGuire, who saw it up close and personal from behind the plate. Reese, thanks so much for joining us, Will and Lou, up in the radio booth. My God, 1 time through the order. You may be aware of this, but here come the numbers, right? So 5 starts, 28 innings, 4 runs, 37 strikeouts, and 1 walk. How do those numbers sound after 5 ball games?
Man, I'm just very proud of the way those guys taking the ball and just showing the confidence that they have, getting out there and getting strike one on a lot of these hitters. Another good ball club, good hitters on the other side, and but it makes life a lot easier when you get to strike one and you can start using your weapons. And Tanner did just that tonight with the slider and the changeup, mixing speeds and hitting spots, and that's tremendous. But man, all those numbers sound real good.
Yeah, they sound real good. And Reese, he was, really that sinker slider was fantastic. I want to ask you about the split. Now, what you said changeup, but it seemed like he went to it. It was consistent. It was good for him. Is that like a next step for him? A pitch that could be really good for his repertoire?
Yeah, absolutely. He's worked on it a ton, and it's a continued work in progress. It's sort of a read it kind of pitch. Me and Wong talk about that. Some days it's electric and it's coming out looking like a sinker, and it's just dropping off with obviously the velo change. But every now and then, if it starts to move a little bit too much arm side, then we kind of go away from it and go back to the strength of the sweeper, the slider. But the way he just was composed out there, and sometimes he gets excited and kind of flies open a little bit because he's got a lot of moving parts. But today, man, it seemed like he was just working down the mound very smoothly. It was just like a work of art out there.
Reese, it was really cool after the game yesterday when you guys earned the split in Seattle to see so many of your friends and family out on the field. What a cool scene. What was that like to be back in your hometown as the catcher for the Boston Red Sox and to see so many familiar faces?
Man, it's a dream come true. It's just a blessing every day to be able to put a big league jersey on and take a big league field and go play baseball, man. It's a blessing, and to have my family there and friends and teachers and tons of coaches that have helped me throughout the years. It's just, I'm grateful and thankful for everyone that's helped me. And, man, I was real excited just to start the year off there and be able to see Mom and Dad. And Easter Sunday was fun.
Yeah, it sure is nice being family with that time. I want to ask you about the plate, Reese, because right now you're looking really comfortable here in a really nice series out in Seattle. You come out again, too, your first at-bat with a nice knock. You feeling pretty good at the plate, seeing the ball well?
Yeah, just trying to do what I can do and just control what I can. Get a good pitch to hit, being patient, and just seeing what the line in front of me is doing. We got 1 through 9 are trying to find their way on base, and JD today starting off the first inning hot and being able to steal a second, move to third on that wild throw, and Devers and Story couldn't come through right there, but Costas was there to pick it up, and that got us rolling today. That was a really, really huge run for us. To get the momentum. But yeah, myself down in the 9 hole, I'm trying to flip that lineup over because the more times we can get Devers and Story to the plate, it's going to be good things for us.
You're not kidding about that. Last thing, Reese, we were not laughing in the booth, we promise. But you took a ball in a spot you just don't want to take one as a catcher. What is it about grown men who find a way to laugh about something like that behind the plate? It was all smiles. I mean, it's 9-0, so that's part of it. Lou and I are not big supporters of that.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's like I feel like everyone on a baseball field has been there at some point in their career, and so when it's you're like, oh man, this is embarrassing. But nah, I'm just thankful that I don't even know what to say. It's like it's going to go away. It's just a matter of time. So once it starts to go away, you can just laugh it off. But
Tech was not laughing.
I was going to say, by the way, Tech I don't think was. He knows exactly. He's been there many times.
Yeah, exactly. It's never fun, but hey, it's part of the job.
You make this so fun, Reese. That was so fun to watch you tonight and talk to you here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, that's Reese McGuire, and Lou, he was right in the middle of all this. He is really swinging the bat, and to be on the back end of what this rotation and this staff have done, my God, that's a really fun start to this season.
I mean, it's really got to be fun for the catchers. Listen, it's not this easy. You know what I mean? It's really not. Like, you can go out there and throw the baseball against bad teams, good lineups, bad lineups, whatever, and it's not as easy as it's looking right now. So for the catchers to be back there to call that game and give them a ton of credit as well, to get the results from the pitchers, it's a great feeling to sort of feel like, okay, what we're doing is working. Let's just stick with it and try to ride this thing out.
That was really fun, and let's just say it was a complete team effort and something other than that from the Oakland Athletics. Red Sox will take it. Their first shutout, 9-0. We will be back with the Nissan post-game show from Oakland after this on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Odyssey presents a joint venture with Hulu's High Hopes.
Yo, what's up? This is Jared from the Dirty Heads.
It gets a little better. A secret 420 Dirty Head show. win a trip for two to LA.
California, rescue me. My black Impala goes 85.
Enter now for your chance to win at Odyssey.com/High Hopes. This month, reality TV hits a new high. High Hopes premieres 4/20, streaming only on Hulu.
Get the one and done you want for your dog's monthly protection. NexGard Plus, a Foxalon or Moxidectin and Pyrantel chewable tablets. Protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. All in one delicious, beef-flavored soft chew. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventive. Ask your vet about NexGard Plus chews.
It's Ford Truck Month. Are you ready? And we're celebrating 47 years as the best-selling trucks in America with special once-a-year offers on Ford F-Series. Featuring the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty, the 2024 North American Truck of the Year. Celebrate with us, America. This is Ford Truck Month, based on 1977 to 2023 industry reported total sales.
Heart health is knowledge. Heart health is innovation. Heart health is core. Echo Core. Improve your patient's heart health with Echo Core digital stethoscope technology and achieve superior clarity and confidence in every exam. Try now at echohealth.com/core. That's health.com/CORE. For healthcare professionals only and can be paired with arrhythmia detection in the U.S. only.
Have you been putting off new windows for your home? Now is the time to visit CCL in Abington. We've partnered with Matthews Brothers in Maine to bring you the best in windows. Matthews Brothers has been making windows since 1854. Come check out our line of wicked awesome windows from Matthews Brothers at CCL in Abington. Make your home energy efficient in 2024 with Matthews Brothers windows. Check us out online at capecodlumber.com or visit the CCL showroom in Abington today. We are 100% employee owned and operated.
Cup noodles is now in a paper cup. Now easier. Now faster. Now microwavable. The original cup noodles. Same noodles, same great taste. Now in a microwavable paper cup.
Cars for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a maximum tax deduction and a vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
This is the Nissan Post-Game Show. It's all action all the time at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. Shop NissanUSA.com today.
Back in Oakland, 9-0 Red Sox win it in the opener of this three-game series, and they are now 3 games up and 2 down to start this season. You're listening to the Nissan Post-Game Show. It's all action all the time at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. Shop NissanUSA.com. Arbella Insurance Foundation, dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Red Sox pitchers tonight between Houck and Anderson, 13 strikeouts, another $650 donated to the Jimmy Fund to help strike out cancer. Arbella here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. I mean, look, the innings, the length are impressive, Lou. 37 strikeouts and 1 walk is just outrageous.
Yeah, and 4 hits, and this is something that's going on as well. The pitching has been unbelievable. It's been fantastic. I can't remember a 5-game stretch like we've seen here from the Red Sox, especially at a start the year. I don't think it's ever happened, but they've just been locked in, and it's just sort of like, okay, just move the needle, right? Get ready. Each and every guy. Next 4 days, get ready for the next one. Tomorrow to be Bayo. Another opportunity to go the second time through the order. Can they do it again? But if you keep giving length, that's how you keep your bullpen fresh and a bullpen sharp.
Outstanding stuff tonight. For every double the Red Sox hit, we'll donate $50 to the American Diabetes Association, brought to you in part by the Mass Health Connector. If you need health insurance, go to MA Health.